Hello everybody, Flaming Shark back with what I believe will be part 7. This is either part 6 or part 7. Pretty sure it's part 7. I actually just checked my raw recording of the last part. I think it's part 7 of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. And last episode was super interesting. We explored the second area, I think it's literally the second island, and we found what appears to be Hope's Peak Academy, as well as a bunch of other places. But yeah, some big reveals. We learned about World Ender, which is the organization, the name of the organization that seems to have been, that Mukuro and Junko were a part of, it seems, and potentially even were the founders of, which would make sense given the way Junko kind of referred to her plan in the first game. So that's my theory there. Beyond that, I have no idea. And I guess, they have brought up the idea that a member of the Danganronpa 2 class is potentially a member of World Ender. The traitor would be a member of World Ender. Now, Monokuma's implied that whoever this is someone that even Monokuma is unaware of the fact is a member of World Ender, which is an interesting thought, since you'd have to assume that Monokuma is being controlled by World Ender. It would be interesting if the traitor, because I don't think the traitor is going to be like the boss of this game, and I am very curious how they're going to handle the kind of like final enemy situation with this game, because I don't think it's just going to be like one of the students. I certainly think there's a way where potentially Nagito could be that, but just because he's, you know, Nagito and he's insane. There's a lot going on that's going to be really interesting. So if I remember correctly, we're just going to do our normal thing and go to the restaurant, because we are getting up for the morning. But yeah, we learned a lot in the last episode. And there's Gundam. What's up, Gundam? Hi, Gundam.
Stay back.
Do not speak to me, human. What the heck?
How pitiful.
The wind is running amok today. It's carrying the lost souls of Byakuya and Teru Teru. Are they destined to be cradled against the heavenly mother's bosom, or to burn in the fires of Gehenna? Perhaps you should pray for them, human child. It's possible that prayer might save their souls. Now then, I shall take my leave. That guy's the same as usual. Yeah, pretty much. So we'll just walk. I see wow, there's a lot of people we can talk to. We can talk to Sonia, we could talk to Ibuki, we could talk to Nekomaru, and we will talk to all of them. Let's just do a quick pet check here. I definitely should probably be getting some pets for my, not pets, some pets for my pet. That would actually be funny. But getting some gifts for my pet to get their hope meter up, because I do want to get full hope meter before the end of the game. But we'll see, we'll see. What's up, Sonia? I feel such nostalgia for the Japanese dishes my servant used to prepare. Her servant must have been annoyed to be forced to cook stuff like that, given she's from Nova Selic. However, an army marches with its stomachs. That being said, let us have breakfast. Alrighty. What's up, Ibuki?
Good nom-nom-nomming!
Ah, nice. Good nom-nom-nomming, eh?
Meow!
God damn it, you gotta love being able to cheat. You used, oh good god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's like 32 or 33. I'm gonna say 33. Who knows? Whoa there. Your cool demeanor gives me the shivers. But you should talk about it more, you know. Shoot me with your word arrows. What a kinky girl. I was about to say slutty girl, but I feel like that's more appropriate for Mikan, or at least what Hiyoko thinks of Mikan. Thinking about Byakuya made me feel really sad, so I'm trying super hard to stay upbeat. Yeah, she did like Byakuya. About Byakuya?
I see, I see.
That's right, he may have had piggy fingers, but he was really totally awesome. Sounds easy to keep a promise till the very end, but I think it's actually really, really hard. You're right, especially in this kind of situation. But to actually die like that?
Aww.
If only he didn't have piggy fingers. Darn, that's so disappointing. He could have fingered me so good, and given it to Buki, that might honestly be what she's thinking. Now then, I'm off to the restaurant. Adieu. Oh, man. Oh, God. I definitely have to remember to end this episode with the bid you adieu part of my outro that I added a while back. She didn't have to say that last bit. Yeah, she really didn't. But let's talk to Nekomaru. What's up? Good morning, Nekomaru. You still acting sus along with Kazuichi about Nagito? Well, what is it, Hajime? Do you need to talk to me about something? What's wrong? What are you so surprised about? Oh, no need to worry. I'll head to the restaurant first. And there's his laugh that he just did. Is it just my imagination, or does he seem weirder than usual? Alright, let's go the long way, see if we run into maybe Chiaki or something. Maybe Peko, she tends to hang out in the lobby as well. That was 1 for 2. Chiaki over by the games, of course. Hi, Chiaki.
Hey.
Ah, good morning. You're playing video games again this morning? It's like whenever you find the time, you always come here, don't you, Chiaki?
You think so? Hey.
I know you like video games, but if you don't get out in the sun more, you'll get sick. Coming from you, Mahiru, who's white as fuck. In fact, I think you're whiter. You might be whiter than Chiaki. They need to pan back to Chiaki for me to confirm. And you know, it's important to get to know the others better, too. Okay, maybe not. She is really white.
Hey!
Let's play games outside. I'm sure they have stuff like jump rope and bamboo copter at the supermarket. Those aren't video games, though.
Huh?
Jump rope? Bamboo copter? Are those games, too? I don't get it.
Come on!
You can play with us after breakfast. Good deeds should be done quickly, as they say. You saying I have to join you, too? Is she gonna say, no, it's girls only?
Jeez.
What with that tone? If you don't want to come, you don't have to. So, I've been thinking a little bit about Mahiru, and, oh, by the way, so I am aware, and I actually might even do a thing where I do a reaction to it, because I haven't seen it yet, but I know there's a scene, there's a bonus scene, like in the first game, which I haven't even watched the first game one, so maybe I'll do a 2-in-1 when we get to that part. I know I've already passed a thing where there's like a bonus scene, that I missed in this game, just like I missed in the first game. I probably will do a reaction to that. You guys probably have already seen it, actually. I'll probably edit it into, like, where it happens or whatever. I don't know the specifics of where it happens, but I know it has to do with Mahiru. I didn't want the details. I figure I'll just watch it, you know, separately or whatever. But I will record it, so you guys will probably see that at some point. You guys probably have already seen that, actually. Seriously, she's so bossy towards guys. But I was gonna say, I'm wondering if she's, you know, I made the jokes like Ibuki's giving us big, like, gay or bi vibes. I wonder if she gives me vibes, for anyone who's seen, like, the Has Been Hotel pilot, it's kind of a similar vibe to, like, Vaggie, where it's that, like, something bad happened, like, where she just straight up just mistrusts, like, all guys, and that's part of her, like, reason why she's, like, gay type situation. So I'm kind of wondering if Mahiru is a lesbian. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Probably overthinking it. Probably doesn't fucking matter. But you never know. Like, Chihiro had, you know, gender identity stuff mattered in the plot. So I am kind of trying to keep my eyes open for stuff like that. Jump rope? Bamboo copter? The world is still overflowing with strange things. Alright, let's talk to, I guess let's talk to Mahiru since she spoke up. Not going to the restaurant, Mahiru? Sorry. I was just thinking about Teru Teru.
What's going on?
You know, Monokuma said Teru Teru's motive was boring.
That's impossible!
That wasn't boring at all! I mean, it's your mom. She's like your most important family member, you know? Yeah, I agree. Of course, that doesn't mean I can accept what Teru did either.
But,
Still, if my family...
hey,
I'm sorry, it's nothing. Ooh, that's a bit concerning. Even though I think what Teru did was stupid, it'd be bad if I allowed Monokuma to influence me too, yeah.
obviously.
That's right, I'm never gonna follow Monokuma's orders. Alright, well, she's gonna kill someone. No, I'm just kidding. She's one of the few that I really struggle to imagine. Chiaki as well. I think those two are near the top of my list of people I can't imagine killing anyone, but you never know.
Yo!
Yo, Hajime! Yeah, good morning. Man, I'm starving. Let's hurry the hell up and get some food! Not that the restaurant has bad food, but compared to Teru's food, it's pretty so-so. Hey, that's what Teru said. You were saying that the restaurant, you know, the food was super yummy, and then Teru was offended because he was like, even if it's yummy compared to my stuff, that still makes it shit. And it looks like now that you've actually tasted, you know, his panty-dropping food, you actually agree. Those party dishes, they were seriously so good. It was like I could eat as much as I wanted. I wanted to keep eating his food. I know.
That's weird.
Yeah, even like this isn't like me. I'm probably acting strange because I'm so hungry.
All right!
All I gotta do is eat. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna try not to go like feminine with Akane and more try to get her vibe and just not worry about how the voice sounds, but more the inflections. Hey, you came at the right time. What do you think, Hajime? What do I think? About what? Isn't it obvious? That stuff he said about the traitor and world ender? I'm asking if you know anything about it. After one night's sleep, there's no way I'd suddenly find out anything.
What's going on?
Well, that's obvious. Same goes for me, too.
Honestly.
I didn't sleep enough last night because of that baffling nonsense.
But
I wonder if it's really true that there's a traitor among us.
No!
No need to worry. You don't have to worry about the traitor at all. We still haven't seen Nagito since that monologue at the beginning of chapter 2, really. Which watching that part back, I was wondering if like that was like Akane or something, someone punching him, and that was just kind of like a play on that. However, if by chance, a worst case scenario.
Impossible!
Even in a worst case scenario, you don't have to worry about the traitor. I don't know about that, Nekomaru.
that's weird.
What do you mean? You're being awfully certain about it.
Behold!
Of course. In fact, that so-called traitor is tied up at the moment and can't move at all. Okay, so Soda and Nekomaru literally did tie up Nagito, and that's why we haven't seen him. Huh?
It cannot be.
Tied up, you say? Could you be referring to Nagito, whom we have not seen since yesterday? No, Nagito is most certainly not the traitor. Traitor's not gonna be that obvious. Who else could it be? Nagito's the traitor! What about that other part where you said he was tied up and can't move?
Oh, crap!
You idiot. Hey, Kazuichi, what should we do? Hey, dumbass, don't rope me into this. They'll find out we work together too. Ah, crap! You guys are both idiots.
You.
Hey, what does this mean?
I mean...
Well, you know... There's no way we can let him run around 3. I mean, he tried to put us all in danger, you know? The fact that he's literally saying, you know, makes me want to go full hero voice, and I'm really trying not to. Teru committed a murder because that guy tempted him, right?
Fool!
So that makes him a killer, too. It's necessary to deal with him in an appropriate way.
Honestly.
So that's why you left him tied up. However, that cannot be helped. He is quite dangerous. How should I put this? He's a little creepy. Not that I want to badmouth him.
Emergency!
He's not a little creepy. He's creepy to the max. His creepiness is so high, you can tell Siggins to see it.
Good instincts.
That's truly a nice line. Every fiber of my being agrees with you. That's right. There is no existence more troublesome than that of an incomprehensible human. I think that's actually a really legit, really solid line there by Gundam.
Fall, my tears.
Fall, my tears. What they like and what they hate. What makes them happy, what makes them angry. It's normal for all beings to have standards rooted in experience so they can predict their opponent's actions. But at times, those standards do not work on certain opponents. Those are the most fearsome opponents of all.
How pitiful.
Establishing a relationship with such a human is impossible.
Hey,
You should be careful, you're teetering on the edge yourself.
and?
Anyway, where did you two tie up Nagito? The dining hall in the old hotel building. That's where Byakuya got killed. He needs to reflect on what he did at that place. You're saying it's better to kill off a troublesome ally before they turn into an enemy? You killed him? He's obviously alive. I only knocked him out so we could tie him up.
Then
Then what shall we do with Nagito at this point? Let's hear everyone's opinion. It's not safe to let him walk around freely. There's no telling what he'll end up doing next. He's also the most likely person to be the traitor. Jesus Christ, Akane. This isn't okay if we just keep him tied up for a while. This chick, she's still eating a lot.
I see.
It all goes straight to her chest. If so, it seems it would be better to watch him for a while. It would be bad if we don't let him eat or drink. He might end up dying. Oh, sorry, that's Hajime. It would be bad if we don't let him eat or drink. He might end up dying for real. I know that already.
Aw.
Jeez, I didn't expect you two would do something like that. I wish you'd treat it more like an achievement. And I thought that tiny boy was up to something again. Who are you calling tiny boy, bitch?
Whoa!
You're here?
Jeez.
It figures, you guys are messed up.
I get it.
Is that what you guys do? If you don't like your buddy, you corner them? Tch, look at you sheep acting all righteous.
Huh?
What did you say? We didn't do anything wrong. Oh, did the shitty sheep all bleed at me? To be fair, to Fuyuhiko, Nagito, in the context of this game, did nothing wrong. Now I get the obvious reasons why they have to do what they have to do. That's the weird thing about Nagito, though. Nagito is not a danger. I truly believe Nagito is not a danger to anyone. He's a temptation. You know, Nagito, being able to use Nagito as a way to coordinate a murder is really sus. And it's something that's, like, super interesting moving forward. It's an interesting element that... Now, Nagito's just straight up offered to let someone kill him and to cooperate with it, but... I fully expect someone other than Nagito to be the next victim, so... I'm curious to see how things play out where we get a scenario where someone does decide to commit a murder and it's not Nagito who they killed.
What did you say?
It looks like there's one more bastard who needs to get tied up. See, this is exactly what Fuyuhiko's saying.
Bastard!
Try it if you dare, bastard!
Shut up! Shut up!
You can threaten me, but I'm not scared, man! You're just a pipsqueak without the Kuzuryu clan backing you up.
What'd you say?
Yeah, that's pretty offensive.
Just stop.
Enough. Knock it off, you two. Yeah, I think I'm taking Fuyuhiko in that fight. I don't know if I'd take him over everyone. I don't think I'd take him over Akane, Nekomaru, Peko, but I think I'd take him over a lot of these people, even if he is smaller. Like, I don't doubt that he's not, like, a Omega badass, but I still feel like he could probably take a decent few of these people. You bastards. I'll make sure you regret that later.
Huh?
What the heck? He's just a whiny loser. Kazuichi, let us just stop this already.
Aw.
Jeez, all this fighting. I can tell it's not going to be easy in the future, and my voice is not having fun at all. The future, huh? I wonder if we even have a future?
Hey!
Don't start mumbling like that. If you do, I'll get depressed too.
I'm sorry!
I didn't mean to! Oh, man. There's just like a little pain in my throat when I do certain voices or just talk a bunch. That's gonna be hard to get through this recording session, but we'll try to make it work. Phew. Top of the island's mysteries. Now there's also Nagito and Fuyuhiko to deal with. To be fair, you were having to deal with Fuyuhiko being sus prior to learning how sus Nagito was. Jeez, it's just one thing after another. Alright, we're transitioning. Okay. In that uncomfortable atmosphere, we finished our breakfast and then left for our respective cottages. So we're gonna get free time then, it looks like. It's gonna be a free time scenario. So what should I do today? There's no way I could just stay here and do nothing. And there it is, free time active. Okay, so... we have a bunch of coins now. I want to check our report cards. So yeah, we have the Nagito one, we have the Ibuki one, we have the Gundam one, and we have the Peko one. Do we want to commit to a specific character? Do we want to get more of some of these other people? There's a lot of really cool people here. Yeah, we could do Chiaki, we could do Sonya. I'd love to learn about Sonya's stuff. Obviously, Teru Teru's not an option. Yoko would be cool. Peko. Ibuki. I feel like I want to do Ibuki, maybe. Or nah. Well, Nagito would be really cool. Actually, I think I want to do Nagito. So yeah, let's map travel here. We're gonna want to go to... well, I guess there's no point in map traveling. That won't get us far. We might as well just walk out this way. So we gotta go to the Rocket Punch Market to buy the specific, options. I want to see what options we have here. And I also forget, I think we have like 100 and something coins. Definitely over 100, under 200 if I remember correctly. Vending machine. I would like to look. So yeah, I learned it's the man's nut, which immediately tells me it's probably gonna be something gross. Like I said, I will have, you guys will have probably already seen my reaction, actually. I'll probably edit that in to the appropriate episode, but... yeah, let's buy mineral water, it's just one. Let's buy Ramoon, whatever it is, just one. Blue Ram, I guess that's supposed to be Red Bull. Sure. Potato chips seem pretty clutch. This will be a clutch one for Chiaki. I was about to say Chihiro. Tissue, that's gross. I mean, I imagine Replica Sword will be... I mean, that's a lot, though. I feel like that's a lot, but that's like a... I mean, these are, like, obvious. Like, toy cameras will be a good one for Mahiru, Replica Sword for Peko. Some are... I don't know about some of these, but those two were pretty obvious. Alright, well, I got some of the cheap ones, and then maybe we'll do the other mini-game on the beach. We'll do the beach mini-game, I guess. And buy some more spicy sauce. So we'll run down to the beach here. Try to get closer to level 19. We're almost to the beach. Should be right over here, I believe. Yep, there it is. Beach. Oh, wow. 2 of the girls are here. Check our pet. All set. She's just chilling. Monomona Yashin. Sure, why not? So we're at exactly 50% repeat rate. That's pretty cool. And we're gonna buy 1 more, so we're gonna stay at 50. That gives us the options to buy anything in the vending machine if for some reason we really want something from the vending machine. So I think that's a good place to stop. But we just got like a million freaking things out of this thing. So yeah, and just that. I was just kind of on my phone while also doing that. I was half paying attention to what we got. There were some interesting things. There was like what looked like a freaking like Monokuma like freaking Junko book or something that we got like twice, I want to say. We also got some of the like 50 coin things from the vending machine. So we're up to 3 waters. We just have the 1 Ramoon. We got a second, okay, so this is a lemon flavored carbonated drink. Okay. Oh, it's an anti-energy drink. Okay, so it's the opposite of Red Bull. Yep, Civet coffee, that was something from the last game. Cinnamon tea. Okay. Potato chips. Viva Ice was in the last game. Jabba's Natural Salt. A natural salt found on Jabberwock Island. Island dishes. Interesting. Sunflower seeds were in the last game. Apron dress. A dress that resembles a maid uniform. When you wear this, it might seem like you won't be able to defy your master, but in actuality, you'll be the one in control. I wonder if that's a reference to like an anime or a manga or something. That's also really hot. Falcor's Muffler. A muffler crafted from the fur of a legendary luck dragon, sweltering hot to wear in the land of eternal summer. Interesting. Fresh binding. Strips of cotton cloth, they were once coming. I would imagine this is for Mikan. Spy Spike. Spike that you could wield with swiftness and agility, just like a real... Huh. Interesting. Bulbari's Gold. Popular name remedies. Okay. Nice. I love how that increases the wearer's visibility by 10%, like it's a stat boost modifier or something. Spectre Ring. A blonde Earthling was wearing this ring when he was swept into our world from a distant galaxy. Very icy, lame joke is sealed within the ring. A blonde Earthling was wearing this ring when he was swept into our world from a distant galaxy. That definitely sounds like a reference to an anime or a manga. I'm almost positive that's a reference to an anime or a manga. Or something that I've just never seen before. Nothing you wrap with this will be sent forward or backward in time. What? That's gotta be a reference too. Yeah, there's the... I think we've had this. Yeah. Tips and tricks. Ogami Clan Codex. A book which documents the 780 meridian channel pressure points that exist throughout the human body. Those who master these points can become the ultimate masseuse. So this is interesting because Ogami, it was Sakura Ogami, so the Ogami clan is referring to Sakura's clan. Men's Manma? Magazine for gourmands that lists popular restaurants. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we've had the Kiss Note. Black Rabbit Picture Book. Here we go. An introductory book for pulling various cons. The cover has a black rabbit on it to avoid attention. Apparently there is a white rabbit and red rabbit version of this book as well. Interesting. So it was a rabbit. That definitely gives me Junko vibes, though. 2.5D headphones. Headphones that provide 2.5 dimensional sound quality. Every audio file he used these said the same thing. These are hella psychopop. I'm gonna assume that's Buki saying that, because I can't picture any other character we met in the first 2 games that would say that. Razor Ramon HG. Interesting. Interesting. I see a Razor Ramon, or I just think of Razor Ramon, the wrestler. But interesting. So it's a device for making pho. Lilienthal's Wings. A model left behind by flight engineer Otto Lilienthal. It's filled with the dreams of those who aim for the sky. Interesting. Kirlian Photography. A camera invented to take pictures of electrical fields surrounding objects. Sadly, there's no film in it. Interesting. Small degenerated reactor. Powerful organization used nuclear fusion to repeatedly degenerate gravity and create miniature black holes for the purpose of researching alternate sources of energy. I don't know if this is lore for this game or like, I mean, that's almost a Steins Gate reference, but not quite. The Fun Box, the newest home video game console. It promises rewarding experience that money simply can't buy. You'll need to buy games for it though. The Fun Plane, okay, that's cool. Sure. Toy camera. Yep, the Mesopotamia, which we gave to our... You bite into this toy like a dog. When you do it, you end up making a funny face. That's why it's called a gag ball instead of a ball gag. Okay, that's kind of cute. That might be something to give to our pet. We got 2 of those. Kokeshi Dynamo. Flip the switch on the bottom to set the doll shaking. Apparently it's we had Kokeshi Dynamo in the last game. Ghost Stone. Oh yeah, okay, for the game Go. Yeah. Super popular. Yep. Ah, the black and white colors might also induce despair. Very, very interesting detail there. I like that. Does that mean we should give this to Nagito? I kind of want to give this to Nagito now. Because he's all about hope and despair, of course. Message in a bottle. Antique doll. Interesting. And yeah, the second button, which is very sus. Moon rock. A rock taken from the Sea of Tranquility on the moon by the astronauts of Apollo 11. Its composition is apparently unusual for where it was found. What the fuck? Okay. 1,000 Sakura. A high-quality tool used for floral arrangements. The needles are inserted and into flowers and branches. Interesting. 1,000 cherry blossoms, huh? Interesting name. Yeah, this I think we already had. Yeah. Gold-coated sheath. A bamboo sword sheath with a beautiful gold finish on the part where the blade is inserted. Is that a reference to the first game? Kind of. Yeah. Japanese teacup. Interesting. 2-sided ukulele. Interesting. Bojobo dolls. Century potpourri. Yo! Let's go! The 7-branch sword! Oh. A sword discovered inside a clay doll excavated from the island. The blade is the unique characteristic of branching off into 7 blades, but its number of uses is already maxed out. So, I'm not positive, but, I mean, given the similarities of the game, I feel like that has to be a reference to Ace Attorney, the 7-branch sword. I mean, it looks exactly like the 7-branch sword from Ace Attorney, so... I'm gonna assume that that is a reference to Ace Attorney. Now, the 7-branch sword might be a thing in Japanese lore in general, but given this is Danganronpa, which again has so many similarities to Ace Attorney, I think that's an Ace Attorney 3 reference. Sand God Storm Horn. A broken horn from some unknown creature. Those who possess this horn will be able to read the wind. Interesting. Mukuro's knife? What? Excuse me? What? Okay, game. A modern symbol of our present society, yes, but not for any of the reasons you're talking about. Iguana daughter. Aw, that's adorable. This creature was originally a young maiden who was changed into this form through magic. Okay, so like a kind of like a Princess and the Frog situation, basically. That might be a cute thing to give to Snakemi. Old kitchen knife. Nice. So don't give this to oh, but maybe it'll remind him of home. So maybe you do actually give this to Teru Teru. Rose and Vitru, I believe that was in the last game. Skullhead Mask. Time Travelers. The lackeys of the terrorist skeleton are known to wear this. Interesting. I don't know what that's referencing. Oh, we got the fucking nut. Damn. A little too late. Increase your power to pursue romance. It's gonna give us some, like, fucking lewd shit or something. It's gonna be so funny. Holy shit. It's so awkward because I'm talking about this, but, like, you guys will probably get my reaction to whatever this is before this. Or I'll just completely forget, and then I won't do it till, like, after the game, and I'll do both of them. I don't know. We'll see. I might just completely forget, but if I do, don't worry. I will do it after the game. I might just actually wait until after the game. Angel's Fruit. Oh! Oh! Is it an angel's fruit or more of a devil's fruit? What the fuck? The debut single of the boy band Black Cherry. That just made me think of a regular show. Summertime. Loving in the summertime. Okay, here we go. So RC four-wheel drive battler Taro. A manga about a boy named Taro who fights using RC cars. Children across Japan cried when Taro said this line in the final chapter. Adults will never understand. A goal is still a goal, even if it's a reverse run. Goal is still a goal, even if it's a reverse run. Interesting. There's interesting parallels I could make with this series. Use carrot. Ew! A carrot given by Monomi. It's been used so much that's practically scraped. Ew! Do we have anything else? These are all like special ones. Yeah, the wooden stick. Yeah, this unlocks Monomi mode, which is even more fun than the actual game. I don't know about that. It's seriously broken for show. Alright, so that's everything. So, we have a lot of fucking shit. Jesus Christ. And I know that we kind of took a while to go over that. I will probably skip through the collectioning part because I just wasn't saying anything during that. But I do want to keep with that. I do want to keep the me going over what they do in the game. That'll probably be the most extensive one we have. Like, we will buy more stuff later, I'm sure, and we will, I'm just trying to get to level 18 right now. Come on. Level 18. Come on. There we go. There we go. And let's also check our pet. No, they're all good. In fact, actually, let's give our pet a gift. Present. Let's give our pet the gag ball. Where is it? Or do I want to give my pet the daughter iguana, the iguana daughter? Either one works, I guess. Whichever one's first. Yeah, gag ball. Take that! Oh my god, the freaking hearts on the tongue. Aww, and no despair now. So I wonder if we just wait. Whoa, no, what was that? What was that cute thing? Okay, I missed it. Aw. So let's see if I can just keep throwing stuff at our pet. What would our pet like? Oh, I bet our pet would love the smell. Take that! So let's see if we get another hope meter. Yeah, okay, so we could just keep throwing things at our pet, and as long as our pet's loving it, we're good? Okay. What else would our pet like? I don't think I'm gonna give our pet a small degenerated reactor. Honestly, I almost think we should give this to Kazuichi, but I don't know. He might know what to do with that. Yeah, Ghost Stone's a fun one. I would think Antique Doll, but I kind of want to save that. I don't know, that might be a good one for a lot of people. Mukuro's Knife, what the fuck? I feel like I want to give this to Nagito as well, but like I kind of want to hold on to this. This is like a crazy thing that we got. Mukuro's Knife is super interesting, but yeah, let's give her an Iguana Daughter. Take that! I kind of just want to see what the full 10 hopes will do to us. So let's give her some water. Why not? I'm sure she'll enjoy a special drink. So it looks like any gift will do. So let's just try giving her another mineral water. Double down on the water because I could use some more water right now. Yeah, so it appears that just giving her any gift will cash it in. So I'll give her some stuff that I have multiples of. Yeah, let's give her the manga, because she obviously wants to read some manga, I bet. Yeah, okay, so she will take any gift. That's awesome. Viva Ice, we got 3 of them, so why not throw some Viva Ice at her? Beautiful, and, you know, I want to spoil her, so let's give her a little more Viva Ice. And, yeah, we're at 9 hope now, so we just need to give her one more gift. So make it something pretty good here. Let's give her some jewelry. Hell yeah. So let's see what this does, if anything. Okay, so we have full hope now on our girl. So now all we need to do is just keep her at 10 hope. And if that hope number starts going down, we just need to constantly supply her with gifts, then we'll do that. And I assume the idea is that once she's fully grown, something special will happen if we have 10 hope. So that's the goal. So I'm gonna go in here and see if I can find Nagito. That's the objective here, is to find Nagito. I think I'm just gonna go all in with hanging out with Nagito. I think that's my plan, because I'm super interested in him, even though he's clearly gonna be a very Oh, damn. Okay, so we cannot chill with Nagito yet. Interesting. I hope we get further chances to talk to Nagito in the game in general. That would really suck if that was like our only chance to talk to Nagito, even though he's still alive. Okay, so I have to course correct. So do I want to commit to a Buki then, at least until we can go full Nagito? Or do I want to spread the love around? I could also commit to Gundam, I could commit to Peko, or I could do some of the first for some of these other potatoes. I'm really interested in Sonya. Chiaki would be cool. I think I'm gonna commit to Ibuki. I'm very tempted to commit to Gundam as well, because Gundam's a goat. But I love Ibuki. Oh yeah. Where is Ibuki? Is she in her room? Let's see. She's not here. Yeah, old building's Nagito, but we can't go over there. Okay, so... yeah, most of them are probably hanging out in the second island. Yep. And there she is. Oh, shit. God damn it. Fuck me. Alright, we go back to the second island, and let's talk to Ibuki Miyota. The way I tied my hair today is so not cool. My charm is my best feature, and now it's gonna disappear. What should I do? Should I hang out with Ibuki? Hell yeah.
Hey!
I think it looks the same as usual, right? Then I shall indoctrinate you to the secrets of this hairstyle. I mean, if I could do that, and it wasn't like so much work, I'd be down. For the sake of indoctrination, I was forced to watch Ibuki style her hair. Feels like Ibuki and I grew a little closer. Yes, absolutely, and I already know what I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna give her the 2.5D headphones. Take that!
Good job!
Why does Hajime want to know what Ibuki wants?
Meow!
Jeez, this is bad. I might end up falling in love with you. Meow.
Hajime!
Okie dokie, let's start the club. Oh yeah, the music club. Were you actually serious about that?
Poke, poke, poke!
Today's training is
I've got it!
racing. Ah, yeah. Racing? Does that have anything to do with music? Well, she did mention, what was it? She mentioned Senna, and there was another F1 driver that she mentioned in her like opening monologue when we first introduced ourselves to her. Hell to the yes. If you want to learn proper music theory, training yourself in the rhythm of racing is a must. Music has its own language too, you know. It's always nice to hear that music that adheres to the principles of music theory. It's easier to make people feel the beat as well. But Ibuki doesn't care about that at all, though. Wow.
Yahoo!
Come on, let's go! Not only was I bossed around by Ibuki, I had to run 5 laps around the island for some reason.
Hello!
Man, that was really fun, Hajime. No it wasn't. How are you so energetic?
Aww.
What are you saying? There's no way you could go through a live performance if you get winded by something like this. That may be true. Do you usually train like this all the time? I don't do it for training. Running is Ibuki's hobby. I thought this was training so I could learn proper music theory as I almost throw up in my mouth.
Meow.
I also like playing one-person tag and one-person hide-and-seek, too. It's a lot of fun. Have you ever found an 8-leafed clover by the riverbank?
Aww.
It's seriously so hard. I definitely can't find one at all. Isn't that because 8-leaf clovers don't exist?
Hey, hey!
Also, it's fun to play a game called Will I Get There? It's super thrilling. Boogie forgets lots of stuff really fast. She tries to write memos for important things. But on days I play that game, I go outside without thinking about anything. When I do that, surprise, surprise, no matter how long I'm out, I can't get back home. I just think of fun stuff all the time, and after I've taken a bunch of shortcuts and detours, I usually end somewhere I've never been before. One time I nearly walked onto a fishing boat and almost ended up in a foreign country.
That's totally it!
But sometimes I like to spend time relaxing, too. The other day, I woke up in the morning with a powerful hankering to look at the stars. That might be something that Hajime can relate to. There's been... I mean, I don't think his deals have anything to do with astronomy, but he does seem interested in the stars. So I just waited all day till the stars came out. Impossible. There's no way I could keep up with what she's saying. Also, once Ibuki starts talking, it seems like she'll never stop. We'll take another hope fragment. Let's get it. That was fun. Do we want to double down on Ibuki is the question. Alright, so free time part 2. I don't know. Like I said, we can go to Peko, hang out with her, we can hang out with Gundam. Those are kind of, like, Gundam and Ibuki, I feel like are the two people I'm like, I am going to take another peek. I'm sure it's going to say the same thing, but I still want to just double check to make sure we can't talk to Nagito. Because Ibuki and Nagito would be, I feel like, a perfect day. I feel like if I want to split my time between two people, it's probably them. So I'm tempted between, I might just do Sonya's first character thing. I think that would be pretty nice. Or we'll keep running with Ibuki or Gundam. I don't know, it's really hard. There's a lot of people I want to learn more about. I think we're going to commit to Ibuki because she is a goddess. And yeah, let's just take a look at her pet. Yep, still full hope, no despair, love to see it. So where is Ibuki? And let's walk there so we can get our pet some growth. Okay, yeah, so literally nobody's here except for Nagito. Oh, and I guess Chiaki was there somewhere. Oh, she's at Jabberwock Park. Okay. Well, I guess we're heading to Jabberwock Park. We might as well get some steps, try to get to level 20. I don't even know how many levels you can get to. I'd imagine it's like 99 probably, or 100 or whatever. I might get some more water, but I think we've actually been going for a while. I had my phone off, but, you know, trying not to make sure it doesn't do a huge rumble on the table, and because that will come up in editing, and I will almost certainly miss it, and then you guys will get terrified or whatever. So Central Island, but it's a good way for me to keep track of how long the episode's gone, although I'm not entirely sure when I started this one, but I might be recording a second episode right after this one. I went the wrong way, but that's fine. Like I said, I want to get to level 20 anyways, so we'll just do a little running. Okay, I will slow down for a second just for me to... I'm just unlocking my phone real quick while nothing insane's going on. So like I said, I can keep a better track of how long the episode's going. Alright. Because like I said, obviously I'm in full screen on my computer. I don't have any, like, desk clock or anything here. So my phone is my way to keep the time. I have a desk clock in my room, but I probably should move it from my room to this room. Because it's really the only time I like to have it. Like I said, the only thing I use it for is just to keep track of how long my gameplays go. So I like to have an idea. Oh, yep, there she is. Let's talk to Ibuki again.
Aww.
I'm getting all sleepy from boredom.
Crap!
That means my character's gonna overlap Chiaki's. Isn't that bad?
This is going nowhere.
I sure am sleepy though. Do you think I'll wake up if I drink coffee? I don't think there's any way I can resist that. I feel like I almost have. I spent time today drinking coffee with Ibuki. I feel like I have to give her more coffee. Feels like Ibuki and I grew a little closer. Yeah, I gotta give her coffee. I wasn't planning to, but after that, it's only fitting, right? Take that!
Are you serious?
I see something amazing has come out. This is bad. I'm so excited. I can't stop shaking.
Hello?
Why, hello there. What do you want to play today? Play? Are we done with the club?
Hey, hey!
What are you talking about? Playing is a big part of music clubs. Do you know what the most important thing about playing music in a band? Most important thing, let's see. A sense of unity. A sense of unity? Ding, ding, ding! You got it right. I bet those were all things that her and the different members of the band all would have had those different answers. Thus, it explains their breakup, and that's why, you know, the importance of getting that answer right. I bet. Yep, that's correct. It's all about that. The band members performing as a singular unit on stage.
Why, you?
That is the ideal live concert. That's where the greatest music is made. In order to do that, it's particularly important to eat cake with everyone after school. So your training today is to roll your eyes to the back of your head like the Undertaker. And that's impossible. Also, you gotta learn how to break guitars and how to splatter pig guts. Those are the 3 basics. Excuse me? Please, enough already.
Huh?
Oh my. Are you gonna give up before you even do it? I have a reward for you, you know. Do you want a little sucky? Do you want to feel your dick up against my piercings?
Pointing!
You're able to withstand the training. I'll make your stage costume. Also, that first part's still on the table. You're the one who's gonna make it? Of course. Sewing is a minor necessity when you're in a band. I see. I never expected that from you. Very interesting. Very cool. Now that she mentions it, everything Ibuki is wearing looks really unique. Yeah, I guess that's technically a sailor uniform, but it's a sus one, to say the least. I can totally tell she puts her heart into making her clothes, so they're not just another commercial product. I feel like I'm finally able to understand Ibuki a little better. Yeah, I really like her. She's amazing. And that face she has is ridiculous. So we'll see if we get one more, free time, because then we can get pretty close to maxing her out, but I imagine that's probably all we're gonna get. Let's see. Is it nighttime? Yeah, the music changed. It's dark, yep. But we might get another free time day before something happens. Maybe. Probably not.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Emergency! Emergency!
Oh?
Students, head over to Jabberwock Park as fast as you can!
Oh.
Come on, hurry up!
Oh.
Whoever gets there first, I'll treat you to my special-made curry rice tomorrow night!
I don't really care for curry. I don't think I've ever had... I mean, imagine... Because, I mean, you put... It's pretty common to put curry over rice, so I was about to say I've never had curry rice, but if it's just curry over rice, then yes, I have. I am not a big fan of curry. It is, like... It's probably one of the more controversial takes I have with food, because almost everyone I know, like, if people in my family and, like, just in general, like, love curry, and it's probably... Like, there's not many things I'm not a fan of, and I don't, like, hate it, but I've never really had curry that I particularly liked, and I've had some pretty, like, quality curry. It's just not really my thing.
Come on, hurry the F up!
Nice. Curry rice, huh? Feels like I haven't eaten that in a while. Wait, who'd actually fall for that? Well, you almost did, Hajime. I don't know what he's planning this time around. Interesting. There's no way I can ignore it. Interesting. Jabberwock Park again, huh? Interesting. So I don't think I'm gonna save. So I was gonna try and go until we get a body, but this might be... I wonder if maybe we're gonna get another comedy night with Monomi and Monokuma. Sorry, Monami. I'm sorry, I'm such a slowpoke. I'll head over to the park right away. And I'm not being slow on purpose. I tried to leave my cottage as soon as I heard the announcement. I tripped again. I must get a lot of hate for making excuses like this. I swear she's gonna turn out to be like the ultimate freaking like contortionist, or she's gonna be able to be like she's like the opposite of clumsy when she like murders like 3 people. People are probably thinking, if you have time for that, then hurry up. That girl, she tripped again. She's seriously so pitiful. It's starting to get so absurd, I'm starting to think it might be an act. It probably isn't, to be fair, knowing how these games work, but still. So we'll head over to the Central Island, and before we go fully into Jabberwock Park, I will check my pet. Boom. I like the mix of original songs for this game combined with all the like all the songs that are kind of like oh, I guess I went the wrong way again. Oh, not really. All right, let's check the pet. Okay, there's some shit there. We clean that up. All right, Jabberwock Park. Let's see what Monokuma's doing. Is it going to be another... Oh, it's like a game.
Yahoo!
I'm the first one here. The curry's all mine, of course. She totally took the bait.
Wow!
Indeed. I wonder what kind of curry it is. You too?
Hey, hey!
What's a scientific term for when you get hungry after you hear the word curry?
What are you saying?
You guys are fucking stupid. Don't get worked up over something so idiotic. Yeah, I gotta agree with my boy Fuyuhiko on this one. I actually really am kind of digging him. Not in the way that I completely wanted to have Tagami's babies, but I do kind of like Fuyuhiko. A decent bit. I don't know. We'll have to see when we get into more of his serious stuff, and when we eventually also dissect his character. I assume probably after we finish the main game, because I don't think I'm really going to spend my free time on Fuyuhiko. But he is pretty cool. I do like him. I could see him end up being one of my favorites, depending on how long he lasts and what he does in his big moments.
Bastard!
Hey, where the hell is Monokuma? Get out here!
Thank you for waiting.
Okie dokie. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for the miracle of waiting. Oh, my voice is gonna die.
All right!
I've been lucky enough not to have to do Monokuma, even though Mikan is destroying me. Hey, Monokuma, I was the first one here. That means I got dibs on the curry.
What are you gonna do?
No need to rush, no need to rush. I'll probably treat you to my special made Monokuma curry tomorrow night. A Monokuma curry?
What?
It's an extremely delicious curry made from unknown meat, wilted vegetables, and a mysterious brand of rice.
Hey.
I can't imagine anything delicious based on those ingredients. No worries, it takes skill to make curry nasty.
Good instincts.
That is truly a nice line, but it is meaningless.
You fiend.
Now, Monokuma, let us hear what your business is. However, you should know I, the Supreme Overlord, have very little time to spare. Understand?
Go, my 4 dark devas of destruction!
If this is something foolish, know that I will feed your remains to these beasts, my 4 dark devas of destruction.
What?
Huh? You haven't noticed yet? We're gonna play an arcade game. The reason why I summoned you guys, if you look closely at this park, you should be able to notice. Huh? Yeah, over there. There's also a giant screen, but it's the arcade machine. Danganronpa 2 Twilight Syndrome Forbidden Urban Legend. What is this? Isn't this an arcade machine?
Correct.
That's correct.
Thank you for waiting.
So, I would like the long-awaited recreation time to begin. I realized it's recreation, but at first I thought it was recreation, like literally we're recreating something. It could be that actually still, but don't tell me. You're gonna tell us to play this game? Oh, of course, Chiaki just got turned on. So I'm wondering if this is the gimmick where, like, each chapter there's gonna be, and this is kind of one of the ways where the game's a bit longer than the first game, is each chapter we have a gimmick that will further progress the storyline, separate from our format of, like, kind of free time murder investigation trial. There's, like, this extra layer, like, instead of kind of revealing motive. I guess it still is kind of like, I guess it's kind of substituting for the motive from the previous games. But, like, because in the first chapter, we had the comedy night, and now we're having this, like, recreation time, and I imagine the other chapters will have similar things that will, move things along. Hey, what's the game? What games are on this? She's totally into it. She's breathing really fast. There's a puddle forming on the ground below her. I've only prepared one game, but it's truly a gem. After all, it's a game that I personally created, which means you've never played it, my dear. Huh? You did?
Then?
It is not something I could possibly look forward to playing.
What the heck?
No, don't compare it to those amateur fan service games like Danganronpa. Shit's terrible.
Shing!
You know that famous game that everyone's been waiting for a sequel to? Well, I made a brand new game instead. Are we literally talking about that famous game that everyone's been waiting for a sequel to? I mean, you could make the obvious joke of Danganronpa, but I don't know how long this game took. God, there's a few games that come up here. There's Half-Life, of course. I've never played Half-Life, but there's, of course, the Half-Life 3 memes. This could be referring to a lot. This could be a reference to a lot of things, honestly. But famous game.
I shall now present.
But given the meta of this game, I feel like he's talking about Danganronpa. Now then, I shall present my penis. All right, let's see. Oh my god.
Ta-da! The name of the game is Twilight Syndrome Murder Case.
Oh my god, it's literally Hope's Peak Academy. What the fuck?
What the heck? That's pretty lame. I want to play games about riddle-solving professors or collecting cute monsters.
Riddle-solving professors, is that Layton? Collecting cute monsters, that's obviously like Pokemon.
Stupid! Don't say such silly things. What if we get weighed down by all the quarters?
Wow. Twilight Syndrome is an adventure game series. The first one was released in 1996. It's actually referencing a real franchise that's obviously not called Twilight Syndrome, but something else. It's about a group of high school girls who go exploring in order to verify numerous urban legends. The player controls this character like a side-scroller. Okay.
Meaningless.
I have no interest in weak things like video games. And I don't even know what generation a game that old is.
You...
With your face, I find that hard to believe.
boring.
But adventure games are boring and tedious to play, right?
This is kind of depressing.
Don't diss adventure games. Besides, there's a lot of reasons to make one. I guess technically, like a lot of VNs, including this one, would probably classify as a text adventure.
No.
You know, like budgetary reasons. Damn, this is so meta. I love it.
Aww.
Man, and I was a big fan of the series. I don't know why, but I feel like you've totally tainted the series.
What are you saying?
Shouldn't you be tainting your face with tears of gratitude? I've cast a spotlight on a neglected title. And what's the point of this game? I mean, it's not like you're telling us to play it just to enjoy it, right?
Well done.
You certainly noticed the good part.
That's right. This game is gonna be your next motive.
Yeah, I guess he is just straight up referring to him as the motives. I feel like the motives are getting a lot more elaborate in this game. It's become a lot more of a showcase and like more of a I don't know. I guess it's the same format actually. It's just the motives feel a lot more like sussy.
The motive you need to kill people.
Interesting. Curious to see where you're going with this, Monokuma.
After all, I'm gonna get bored if the next Blacken doesn't show up soon.
Sure.
Could it be?
This game is the motive?
Actually,
In truth, this game's theme is a missing link. You know, it's a recurring theme for mysteries, right? It's kind of like a hidden conclusion, or connection. What does that mean?
here.
If you're interested, then try playing it. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We're actually gonna get to minigame this shit. Okay.
Hey,
You can't. You gotta say no. It's a trap. You should probably let Chiaki play it.
Hey,
If that's the motive. Wouldn't it be okay if we just don't play it? That's absolutely right. You're quite the genius.
what?
I see. That never occurred to me.
Are you sure about this?
But are you sure you want to do that? Gets out machine gun.
Hey,
Learning the motive means you're gonna be prepared, you know. Humans who are prepared and humans who aren't. I don't have to tell you which is strong and which is weak, right?
you.
What do you mean? For example, if someone secretly played it, that person might come and kill you.
Watch out!
In the context of a preemptive strike, that's truly fatal. God, I love this theme so much. Do 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 do. Wait for it. Oh no. Do 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 do. Oh, I love this theme. Was it Trapped by the Ocean Scent? That's what it is. Yep.
hey,
What do you mean? You guys are all enemies, you know. Is it really alright for your enemy to have an advantage? If you're going to just ignore it, then do whatever you like, even if you're fully aware of the situation.
Bye-bye!
Yeah, I guess we gotta play Twilight Syndrome, that says Forbidden Urban Legend, but it was Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, I think it was. What the heck?
this is bad.
Hey, what should we do?
But
Even if you ask me, there's no way I'll know. Might as well just play it.
anyway,
It would be dangerous to carelessly touch this game. There's no mistaking that.
you are right.
It might be better if we wait and see how this plays out.
But
Wouldn't it be bad if someone secretly played the game while we're waiting? Whoever gets the motive would become the hunter and the rest of us would be the prey. That's a messed up way to think about it.
What are you saying?
But it's true. It's your loss if you end up dying. All we need to do is kill if we want to win. I don't want to end up like Byakuya or Teru Teru. After Fuyuhiko spat those words, we watched him turn and walk away.
but
Fuyuhiko makes a good point.
huh?
You too? What are you saying? Do you really want to kill someone that badly, bitch? No, I'm just kidding.
Cause
It's it's not like that. I mean, how can you be cautious if you don't even know the motive? That might be true, but...
Nope.
Doesn't matter. Huh? Motive or otherwise, it doesn't matter. I won't let another killing happen. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Killing.
I will never...
I'll never allow it.
I will never, ever let another killing happen. Oh, you're sounding like Byakuya, which means, oh god, there's no way she dies. She feels really important, like... And she was, like, kind of one of the leaders in that trial. Obviously, along with Hajime, like, Chiaki led a lot of that trial. She was, you know, she struggled to speak up, but she spoke up when she needed to. Oh god, are we gonna wake up to a dead body? 10 p.m.?
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. It is now 10 p.m.
Nice.
Please return to your rooms and relax. Let the sound of the ocean gently rock you to sleep.
Yep.
Now then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night.
Huh?
It's already that time, huh? It's better if we just break for today. Try to think about it tonight more carefully. The correct thing for me to do.
But,
Regardless, I will never kill anyone. I mean, it's impossible. Me too. It's definitely impossible.
For now.
Then we should turn in for the day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Burdened by uneasy thoughts, we all went back to our respective cottages. It's so weird to just not have Nagito around, even though we know he's still alive. But still, it was totally unexpected. I can't believe she actually said something like that so forcefully. I will never, ever let another killing happen. She's probably dealing with all this in her own way, but...
sleepy.
Oh, I feel sleepy. I should go back too. I can't read her at all. Yeah, that was really strange. That felt out of character a little bit. I mean, it's like she's taking on Byakuya's will. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit presumptuous to call her out as potentially the traitor, but it's interesting. And back we go to our room. A motive to kill someone, huh? Is doing nothing at all correct? Or is trying to stop it from happening while being aware of the danger correct? I personally think of the latter, honestly, but, you know, I understand the argument both ways. There's no way I'd understand something like that. And he's just gonna go to sleep? In this messed up world, there's no way I can know what's right. Alright. Here goes, some Monokuma theater action.
This is troubling.
So I was told, and I don't know if this is still, it probably isn't meant to be the case anymore, but in the first game, you know, given that she kind of got yeeted by the end, but in the first game, the Monokuma theater was apparently meant to represent Junko's inner machinations. It was basically like the way she thought, essentially. And that makes sense, honestly, when you think about the Monokuma theater dialogue and stuff. You don't know how tough it is to be successful. I'm so jealous of people who aren't successful and don't have anything. The biggest obstacle to challenging new things is definitely your past successes. Those always hold me back all the time. I'm so jealous of people who don't have anything. People with no expectations sure are happy. I mean, they can do anything they want without worrying about anything.
That's all from Monokuma Theater.
Man, being successful is tough. Ah, that's an interesting one. That one felt very, like... That one felt very basic. Like, I feel like most of them have layers to them. That one was pretty self-explanatory. Also, ding dong bing bong. What do you gotta say, Monokuma?
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone! Looks like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day! Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today!
Sounds good. I'm going to consume so much water when we're done with this episode. Like, I'm going to devour some water and then fill up my water again before trying to record another episode, because I do think I want to get to the trial today. As if by habit, I left my cottage, and I just so happened to bump into a certain someone. Ah.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, it's you, Fuyuhiko. How unlucky. See your face this morning?
Hey, bastard!
Just so you know, I don't want to talk to you at all. I'm in a really bad mood right now. It's not like you're going to the restaurant now, right? Were you planning to go somewhere else?
Shut up!
Like I said, I don't want to talk to you. I'm just going back to my cottage. Leave me alone. Okay, so he played the game. You say you're going back. Did you go somewhere?
It's got nothing to do with you!
Hey, didn't I tell you I don't want to talk? Is it that game?
What?
What do you mean? So it's true. What do you have in your hand? Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside?
You...
Shut up! What makes you think you have any right to question me? I'm not trying to question you, I was just... Are you saying you don't like the fact I acted on my own without consulting you guys? There's something wrong with that, huh? Are you gonna tie me up like Nagito? Seriously, I didn't mean...
Dumbass!
Don't talk to me ever again. If you do, I swear I'll fucking kill you. That guy, he's gonna be dangerous if we leave him alone. I should let everyone know, but I should be careful not to make too much trouble. Interesting. Huh. Gundam, anyone else? Oh, Peko as well. Let's talk to Gundam first.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Good God. The wind is very quiet. I do hope it is not an ominous portent. Alright.
It appears.
I did see Fuyuhiko earlier, but it seems he isn't going to join us for breakfast today as well. I have some things I'd like to think about. I'm going to go for a little walk. Interesting. Alright, boom, 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 boom. We'll go in through the lobby, see if we can run into any other people on our way to the restaurant, as opposed to going straight to the restaurant. As always, there's Chiaki. Let's talk to Mikan first.
Hajime!
Please listen to me! What?
Aww.
Chiaki taught me how to play a video game. She was so nice and attentive. And she even battled against me. I'm so happy I was able to play with a friend. Thank you very much, Chiaki.
You think so?
You don't have to thank me that much. I had a lot of fun too.
Hey.
If you like, do you want to battle one more time? Yes, please. Mikan looks extremely happy. I guess Chiaki has a sweet side too. I have a fucked up throat side.
Well?
Apparently, Mikan has never played video games before. She's totally missing out on 90% of her life. Well, you know, values vary from person to person. But wow. Alright, let's check our pet. Yep, we're all set. We're getting close to the next level up, I believe, right? We have, because it's like 3,000 steps, and we're getting pretty close. We only have under 500 left. Man, Snakemi is so cute. Holy shit. I'm here for it. Let's get it. Just Mahiru. Nice timing. I've been waiting for anybody to come by at a time like this. Waiting, huh?
Hey.
I was thinking about delivering this. Is this someone's breakfast? Oh my god, it's for Hiyoko. Oh my god, are you guys having sex? I'm joking. I think. Holy shit. Or are you her mom now, or big sister? Is this someone's breakfast? Ah, is that for Nagito? Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, never mind. I mean, if we just leave him all tied up, he's gonna starve. Like, how long are they planning to continue this? Well, there's no way we keep him tied up forever.
Aww.
Good God. Yeah, that's what I thought at first, but maybe it's better if he was tied up forever. Huh? What does that mean? I actually went to see Nagito. I kindly brought him breakfast. Let me guess, he's going even more insane now.
Jeez.
And then listen to this. He's seriously pissing me off. Oh yeah, give me some Nagito.
Do you understand?
He He said he doesn't like rice, so he wanted toast instead. Did he understand the situation he's in right now? So that's why you're running back and forth? That must be hard for you.
Really?
Hard? Do you really think so?
Hey!
Then bring this to Nagito on my behalf. Damn, you really are whipped. Nagito called that out from the start. Huh?
Jeez.
I was forced to run back and forth too many times. I'm done being his maid. I have an outfit for you. And not only that, I just remember that I have a little business to take care of. Oh, so this is where you're gonna just fucking take a shower with fucking Hiyoko. Business?
Thank you.
Oh, what the fuck? So thank you. I'll leave the rest to you. Oh, God. Mahiru pushed the tray into my hands and ran away before I could object. Jeez, it's always something. As I recall, he's tied up at the old building where the murder took place, right? Yes, he is. Let's go hang out with my boy, Nagito Komaeda. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, I caught you. That's Nagito's food, right? You should feel honored that Mahiru asked you to bring him that, so you better feed him quickly. She says that like he's a pet. That's kind of harsh. You two are hanging out. Hey, what are you doing? You kind of forced this on me, you know?
Hey!
Don't say I forced you. You're the one who agreed to it, right?
Jeez.
Anyway, I have some things to do too, but Hiyoko said...
Jeez!
Hajime, you're in the way. Mahiru and I are gonna go to the supermarket right now. Oh, okay. So you're just so let's get the chain of command here. Hiyoko is a boss bitch. Mahiru is Hiyoko's slave, and Hajime is Mahiru's slave. We're gonna get candy for each other, right?
Hey.
I know, but don't cling to me like that. It's hard to walk, okay?
Hey!
Then can't we still hold hands? Oh! Whoa! I know this is rated M, but Jesus! Wow! Right in front of a boy too, Jesus! Then Mahiru's just up for that? Jeez! This game, these girls have no shame.
Hey.
I really can't spend too much time with you, okay? I have some things I need to take care of.
Aww.
Aw, so boring. Then let's ditch Hajime already and go.
Thank you.
Well then, Hajime, I'll leave it to you. Yoko is totally attached to Mahiru. They kind of look like sisters. I don't know, sisters don't fucking hold hands. Jesus Christ. Oh, hi, Soda. Man, it's so unlike me to sleep in.
Huh?
Oh, what's with that tray? Are you gonna eat somewhere with a nice view?
Hey!
Don't tell me.
Hey!
You're not gonna have a picnic lunch with Miss Sonia, are you? It's not even lunchtime. This is breakfast for Nagito.
Well...
Oh, I see. Sorry to trouble you with taking care of him. You really mean that? Want to switch with me? Well, that's obviously a little awkward. I was one of the ones that tied him up. Oh, I'll let you handle it, Hajime. He totally ran away. I don't really know who I think's gonna be a killer, though, in this group.
You can't!
Nice, Monami. No! Oh, Jesus, I don't want to do her voice at all right now. I think you guys just give me a break. I'm willing to tough it out for Monokuma and Mikan, but I don't want to do Monami. No, this old building is being renovated. You can't go inside. If I'm not allowed inside, why is Nagito inside?
Who?
You know about too, Hajime? Because Nekomaru and Kazuichi earnestly told me that Monami's the only one we can rely on. Wow. And it's true that Nagito needs to reflect on his actions. I came here to deliver food to Nagito. It counts as murder if he ends up starving to death, right?
Hey!
Starve! Ha! It's okay to go inside then.
Ta-da!
Yes, make sure you tell him chew thoroughly before he swallows. Alright. Oh, good God. I want to kind of go in the bathroom, actually. Yeah, we should be able to... Oh, what the fuck? We are never going to get in this fucking bathroom. Alright, let's do it, I guess. So, Nagito's tied up at the back. Oh, this is going to be creepy. Instinctively, I gulped back my dried saliva. I wish I had some. Why am I so nervous? I do, but I desperately need water. But I don't want to stop until we finish the episode, hopefully. Pushing aside my nervous tension, I vigorously open the door to the dining hall. Alright, what are we gonna get? As I quietly peeked through the door, I saw him on the other side. He was waiting for me with a big smile on his face. Oh, here comes Gagito? I don't even know. I'm trying a way to turn Nagito into God. Holy shit.
Hajime?
This looks kinky.
Could it be... Did you take time out of your busy day to bring some food to little old me? Wow, I'm so happy. As you can see, I can't exactly greet you with my full hospitality, but feel free to relax.
He was the same as usual. Like his smile, his words carried a certain heaviness, as if a black poison was falling from his mouth every time he spoke, filling his surroundings with darkness. An illusion, but one I couldn't help but feeling at the moment.
Huh? What happened? Your face looks kinda scary.
I didn't come here to talk to you. I just came to bring you some food. So come on, eat it.
You're not going to feed me?
How many dojins are there of this? What the fuck?
What do you mean?
Well, I can't eat it on my own. You know, since my hands are all tied up.
They better give me art of this.
Actually, I was really embarrassed to ask a girl to feed me. So I'm glad you're the one who came.
What the fuck, Nagito? Oh, I get it. Friggin' Mahiru. That must be why she asked me to go instead of her.
Anyway, what happened to Mahiru? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of?
Huh? Why do you know that?
That is creepy.
By the way, I heard about Twilight Syndrome murder case, was it?
Oh my god, is he implying that someone came about a murder plan to use him or something?
I have mixed feelings. I really liked that game a lot.
Damn, you're sounding like Chiaki now.
Don't change the subject. I'm asking you.
Oh well, I'm a little disappointed. It's not like you Ultimates to ignore the threat that's standing right in front of you. So are you really planning not to play the game? Do you think Monokuma will just let that slide?
Holy shit, Nagito. What is this man? Jesus Christ.
Well, that is...
You guys should confront it. After all, hope springs when you confront despair.
I honestly agree with Nagito on this one, and Nagito does want to bring hope. Like, he is after hope. He almost sounds reasonable. He is reasonable in this case. Running away from your problems isn't a solution. I'm just putting it off, but you are getting manipulated by him, and it's better if you come to that decision yourself as opposed to Nagito manipulating you into coming to that solution. But...
I don't want to be tricked by you anymore.
Exactly.
Bye now.
Yeah.
Hey, Hajime, weren't you planning to feed me? Hey, Hajime!
Wow. Wow! You didn't even feed him, damn. Damn it, I barely talked to him and I'm already not feeling so well. But I really can't stop thinking about, oh, is Hajime gonna go and play the game? Is it really okay to leave that game alone while I'm doing nothing about it? Someone else is... No, nothing good can come from thinking about it. There's something else I need to do. Excuse me? There's something else I need to do and it hits me in free time? Well, I'm gonna try and spend free time with Nagito. I expect we're not gonna be able to. Oh. Oh. Maybe we can. Alright. Or not. Well, we have more, we got more options for free time. So we have what will probably be another 2, which should get us, I think, 1 away from full power. Oh, no, 2 will actually get us to full power Ibuki. So, and we can't choose Nagito anyways, so this works out pretty well. I think we're just gonna go for full power Ibuki And then next chapter, we'll try to start locking in on Nagito and get full power Nagito. And, yeah, well, let me, just real quick. Yeah, we're getting close to that. Let's check where Ibuki is, and let's just try to commit to full power Ibuki, like I said. Okay, so she is at her cottage. All right, so she's right over here. All right, is the girl side? No, this is the boy's side. She's at the end of the hall to the right, I believe. Yep. Yes, yes! Oh, my voice is not happy. Got her potato chips, got her soda or whatever that is. And got her various magazines, and her bed's a mess. Ibuki doesn't play any video games. Ibuki would rather play a real instrument than play a song game. Yeah.
I love music!
And let me introduce you to my best partner. Alright, let's get it. Today, Ibuki taught me about the musical instrument she loves to play, the guitar. Feels like Ibuki and I grew a little closer. Of course. I think we have another one of the, headphones. No, we don't. Okay, so we have to give her something new this time. Ooh, this is actually a little hard. Oh, yeah, of course, the ukulele. Take that.
Yahoo!
Oh, our hearts are connected as one. Awesome. I was just thinking I wanted this right now.
Poke, poke, poke!
Now then, what should Hajime and I play today? Playing again? Seriously, what happened to training?
I've got it!
I've decided. Today we're gonna do 1,000 practice head swings. Head swings? Isn't that just called head banging? Ibuki will start us off. As soon as she said that, Ibuki started swinging her head back and forth with amazing speed.
Yahoo!
She's so fast that her head is a blur. I can't believe her tiny neck can keep up with that.
Yahoo!
You do it too, Hajime! It's fun! That. I had no idea why I was doing this, but I decided not to think about it and just played along with Ibuki. My head is ringing. Just I thought there was no meaning behind it, but I feel like a lot of stuff I'd been stressing about mysteriously lifted off of my shoulders.
Oh my!
Hajime, you look pretty refreshed. I feel like we were playing pretty well together just now. Does that mean I get to get it in after I get your last hope fragment?
I see, I see.
I mean, Ibuki just realized it. When I'm with Hajime, Ibuki plays really well. I just remembered that Ibuki left her old band. Apparently she was a member of a girl band that was at the height of their popularity. Hey Ibuki, why'd you leave your old band? Was it because you had creative differences with them?
Aww.
How should I put it? Creative differences? Personality differences? Well, it's not that big of a deal. That's the destiny of a band member, after all.
Hey, hey!
Like I said earlier, what's most important is a sense of unity, and I'm right on the money with that. Yeah, that was their different philosophies. Technique is something you gain just by practice. You won't know if the group really meshes well together until you try it once. If it's no good, that's something you can't really help. That's why Ibuki doesn't really regret leaving the band.
Aww.
Being alone is a teensy bit lonely. I see. If I can fill that loneliness by doing stuff with her, even if it's just a little, well, I guess I don't mind playing along with her for a while. Then I shall keep playing with Hajime today. Did she just read our minds?
Why, you?
Let's continue our headbanging. This time it's for the championship. Whoever loses has to tongue kiss Monami. What? Oh, we're competing now? I ended up banging my head until I lost consciousness. Must have been a blessing in disguise that no one won or lost thanks to a double KO. Okay, good. So we're 1 away now. I assume we're still gonna get 1 more. Yeah, we should. Yep. Which means we have enough for 1 more session with Ibuki, which will fill out her report card. I haven't read her report card yet. I will read her report card at... Well, yeah, I think I'll just read her report card once we finish it off. Is she still in her room? No, okay. No. No. Okay, she's at the diner parking. Interesting. Well, let's take a run out to the diner parking. We can actually get some steps in and get closer to leveling up our pet and seeing what Snake Kemi turns into. We're pretty close to that, actually. I'm having fun with this game. It's been really good so far. I think it definitely feels like more of a game, like the little more like kind of in between, which I don't really mind. I don't really mind that kind of pacing. But I think the plot has been really, like, strong, so I feel like the fact that the game moves at what feels like a slightly slower pace, I feel like is supplemented really well by the fact that, everything is just moving at a really, every time we get, like, major plot points, it's, like, really potent stuff. Like, I feel like the first trial was really good. I feel like the, you know, in this chapter, we got, like, at the beginning of the chapter when we explored the second island, we got, like, some really big plot stuff, and, like, I just feel like it feels like things are moving along, like, while the story is honestly moving at a slightly slower pace, it feels like things of magnitude are happening quicker, if that makes sense, like, in the chapters, as far as, like, in the early chapters are concerned. I think the game's just flowing really well, and I'm having a blast playing it. It's been a lot of fun so far, so definitely enjoying it. There's the ancient ruins. Ancient rune. But yeah, the ancient ruin will be very interesting. There's the library. Keep running. We're gonna get most of a level here. Just keep running. Look at Hajime go. Look at him. He's trying to become an Olympic athlete over here. So diner front. I guess we have to click diner front. Boom. Okay, yeah, that puts us here. And where is she? There she is. Yep. Clean that up, and we are really close to growing our girl. I actually think we're gonna run around a little more just to see what happens to our pet. Let's go to the ruin, and let's go back. Let's see what happens to Snake Kemi. I'm actually pretty curious about this. And it's obviously probably less than... Yeah, there it is. There it is. Right on cue. So let's... Boom. Alright, what's up? Oh. What the fuck? Aw. She had a baby. It wants to give you something. Okay. Yo! And Snake Kemi's leaving and the cycle starts over again? Oh shit. So, if I just walk a few steps, is that... Yeah. Interesting, so it just gives you shit. So it gives you, like, coins and stuff. That's interesting. Hmm. Well, now I know it's a way to get coins, which is actually pretty pog. I want tea time, and I have tea as well. This is so perfect. Which I did. Yeah, let's hang out with her for the final time.
Yahoo!
You're gonna have tea with me? You rock! So she likes coffee and tea. I have a lively time drinking tea with Ibuki. Feels like Ibuki and I grew a little closer. Yeah, let's do it. And that makes it easy. What to give her? Of course, we gotta give her some cinnamon tea. Take that.
Oh my!
Oh, can Ibuki really have this? Then I'll think about a new way to play with this. So, what are we doing today? Before we do that, do you remember anything, Hajime? Anything?
Yes.
You know, about your talent and stuff. Oh. Since you've been hanging out with Ibuki for so long, you should have remembered something by now. Huh? Tell me all that stuff we did was just to help me remember. Wrong! Ibuki just wanted to play with Hajime. But Ibuki Miyota, the goddess of music, thought you might remember something if I stimulated your senses with my tongue.
This is going nowhere.
And I guess Hajime was too dull for it to work. I guess I do have bigger weapons in my arsenal, though, if you need more stimulation. Dull? But still, I never expected that Ibuki was actually thinking about me the whole time. I didn't even notice. I feel a little ashamed.
Hey!
Well, it's fine as long as you don't worry about it. I mean, the Hajime I know is the same person you've been from the start. What do you mean? It's pretty embarrassing, so I don't really want you to make me say it, but it actually doesn't matter at all whether or not you remember. Because Hajime is already standing right here. I feel like you're someone who's willing to go far away to search for yourself.
I see.
But your true self doesn't actually exist anywhere. You what, bitch? See, this is interesting because this is Ibuki's perspective, right, on this, and Ibuki's take on this makes me actually very curious if there's a possibility that... So remember in the last game, Detective was one of the theories, but I was kind of leaning a little more extreme than that for Kyoko's talent. I was thinking she was the ultimate assassin or the ultimate spy or something. What if that's Hajime's talent? But your true self doesn't actually... You're willing to go far to find yourself, but your true self doesn't actually exist anywhere? That sounds very... interesting. I haven't really taken the possibility of him being the traitor seriously yet, but that dialogue was really interesting. Regardless of whether he is potentially the traitor, which I really don't think he is. I don't think. I will say, one thing that's interesting about Hajime is at the beginning of the game, he was so sure that something was wrong, and it was only when he finally stopped thinking something was wrong that the Monokuma thing happened, and it turned out he was right. I almost wonder if that's part of like a deep-rooted instincts of him, that he's super suspicious and like he's usually right about things because of whatever, you know, his ultimate is, and it has something to do with his potentially sus profession. That's such an interesting line. I think especially as like a final line for a character's Hope Fragment arc. That's super interesting. Or Free Time Event arc. Person standing here right now is who you are. Person who's changing every day. That's you. Like that's a comment. Like changing every day. I believe finding yourself means accepting that you're someone who is constantly changing. Okay, that seems a little less sus there now that she kind of further elaborated on her point. But still, even when you're worrying about things, you're still you. Just kidding. Ibuki was trying to say things that she wouldn't normally say.
Why, you?
After all, this is the very last event. Ibuki, thanks, I think.
No problemo.
There's no need to thank me. Even I'm aware of how much of a game this is. Because Ibuki was able to remember something she hasn't felt for a long time after playing with Hajime. The importance of giving your all when expressing yourself. You're always doing that. But to expand on that, the important part is to do it together with someone. Someday, I want to play music with someone who trusts me as much as I trust them. That's always been Ibuki's dream. I think think that believing that dreams come true as long as you believe is the first step towards fulfilling your dreams. I will get really emotional if she dies, I feel like. Holy shit, I don't know if I can handle her dying. That's a little complicated. It's easy peasy. All you gotta do is believe.
So,
All you
no matter what happens from this point forward, never ever give up.
I'll give you that much, Ibuki, no matter how hard the fucking trials get.
It's a promise.
Absolutely, hell yeah. Ibuki said that with a seriousness that I've never seen her display to anyone else. It's kind of surprising that I'm actually learning from her, but her words took root inside of my heart. I won't give up. I'll definitely leave this island. With everyone. Hajime, you're making a very nice face. Now today's training is stealing Akane's snack and kicking Nekomaru in the butt. AKA picking a fierce fight with 2 raging demons. Are you seriously gonna do that? Of course.
Yahoo!
Now let's get on with it. I frantically ran after Ibuki because I had no idea what she was going to do. But I no longer feel like she's dragging me about like she used to. I feel a strong bond between Ibuki and myself. Hope fragment complete and it turns gold. Dynamic duet. Shred guitar. What the fuck? I got her panties. Lovely. Narrowly avoided death and made it back to my room. Nice. I did catch that. Okay. So this is going to be the Monokuma announcement. Before we do that, I want to... Well, one, we got our panties, which I imagine are near the back somewhere. These favorite panties. These Harajuku-style panties perfectly can't capture Ibuki's cheeriness. Lovely. So, I also want to go to her report card now that it's golden. She likes walking, napping, gaming, dislikes boredom. Says we're in a band now. She gave me a half-assed music lesson, only taught me how to use a loudspeaker. Training doesn't make any sense. She likes racing and a bunch of other random hobbies. Hard time keeping up with her. She constantly comes... Yup. Band should have unity, because that's how you make amazing music. She is lonely. As long as she's with me, she doesn't feel so alone. Yuki was also able to remember the fun of being with others, yet increases acceleration speed. Interesting. Well, I definitely have got to use that skill, because that's like a full power skill, so that's a good skill. On the note, I actually want to go over the skill thing. How do I do that? I go to report card and I go to the bunny, yeah. So do I have to buy that or do I just automatically get that? Yeah, it looks like I automatically get that, okay. I might as well just do these real quick. That could be important. This seems like it's pretty good. It costs 7 for a reason, too. Okay. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Because I think what I'm going to need is help in the panic talk action. I don't... Rebuttal Showdown seems pretty easy. I think Excellent Blade's actually pretty good, too. I think I'm just going to keep my last 4 for now. Let's clock up. Yeah, I don't think I think what I'm going to need is just stuff like that. But the panic talk action's where I'm going to need help.
Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make.
The panic talk action is the main reason why I'm probably gonna change the difficulty back down to kind for action difficulty. I feel like logic could stay at the max difficulty though, the mean.
It is now 10 p.m. Please return to your rooms and relax. Let the sound of the ocean gently rock you to sleep. Now then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night.
This has been a pretty long episode. I'm thinking about leaving it off in the morning. I feel like we're about to get the next murder. I feel like it has to be in the next day. But it's been going for a while, so I don't know. But we probably will try to make it to the next murder. Any other night, I'd probably just go to sleep. Oh, is he gonna go play the game? But I can't stop thinking about that game. Oh shit. It's not like I believe what Nagito said. It's just not a good idea to leave it alone. Twilight Syndrome murder case, huh? Just give it a try. Just a little. Just to see how it is. Ooh, this gets exciting. So we are definitely going to play Twilight Syndrome murder case. That actually might even potentially be the title. Oh shit, are we going to go with Chiaki?
Huh?
Where are you going at this hour? The Monokuma announcement was just made. Well, you know, what are you doing?
Hey.
I was about to go home back to my cottage. Anyways, what about you? What do you mean, you know? I felt a little hungry, so I was thinking about getting a snack from either the restaurant or supermarket. I see. So I'll be going now. See you later.
Hajime.
She's gonna follow you. Huh?
Yep.
Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I feel like she totally saw through me. And she's probably gonna... Whoa, that was creepy. Holy shit, there's a lot of people up. Let's talk to Peko and Nekomaru.
Have a minute?
Hajime, good timing. There's something I wanted to ask you. Me? What is it?
No.
I wanted to hear your, a general opinion. Is this about what we were discussing earlier? What were Peko and Nekomaru talking about?
Anyway.
Regarding my inquiry, do Nekomaru and I really look like we're cosplaying as characters from a fighting game? Kind of! Nekomaru definitely, you kind of... I just, that outfit with the red there, it just kind of makes me think of Ryoko from Kill la Kill. Cosplay.
Sheesh.
When I walk down the street, I'm often told I look like a fighter from this game or a martial artist from that game.
Fool.
I can't understand what they're talking about. No matter how you look at it, I'm only a team manager. No matter how I look at it, that's clearly not true.
Honestly.
That happens to me too. One time I was cornered by a strange group of people holding cameras. It was very annoying. So what did you do? Beat their asses? If you don't understand polite requests to stop, it's not my fault if I'm forced to get a little violent. I think it's better if I don't know the details.
Huh?
But Peko, we must confirm it with Hajime. No matter how others view us, we are ourselves. There's nothing to worry about.
I apologize.
You're right. I agree. I apologize, Hajime. Just forget about it.
Now that you mention it.
So anyway, why are you here? What are you doing out so late? Well, I couldn't really go to sleep, so I was thinking about going for a little walk.
I see.
Be careful then. Doesn't mean anything is going to happen, but you should be careful, just in case. Sure. Oh my god, they're all over here. I do love Kazuichi. He's pretty funny. He's probably going to survive the whole game like Hiro, if we're being honest. But especially since Hiyoko made the joke about how he'd be the type who should die first or something like that. I remember Hiyoko making a comment like that. Come on, level 27. Are we going to get there before we get to the... Come on. Oh, hi, girl. Hajime! Mahiru, what are you doing here? Yeah, about that. I was thinking about taking a picture of the ocean at night. The ocean at night? Isn't it dangerous? Be careful.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure thing. Bye. Are they just gonna... She seemed pretty agreeable. Usually she'll say something like, mind your own business. Interesting. Alright, yeah, I want to check the pet. Oh yeah, it's literally about to hatch. Okay. So we'll go Central Island. And we just need to go to Jabberwock Park now, but before that, our egg will hatch. Okay, so it's just kind of the same deal. Like, it's just gonna be the same arc, basically. So we'll make sure she doesn't go through despair, but unless I, like, really feel like I want to get more coins or whatever, we probably won't go through that again. I didn't think the payoff was that good, for taking care of or giving them gifts, but we do want to make sure that our pet doesn't have despair. Do 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 do. All right, Jabberwock Park. Here we go. Time to play a what is it? Twilight Syndrome murder case. So here I am. The game turns out to be dangerous. I'll just stop playing it. So I should just go for it. All right, let's do it. I guess for now I should try playing it a little. I cautiously stood in front of the arcade game, and the screen automatically lit up. So I faced the screen, I put my hand on the joystick. Here we go. Monokuma Soft. This game is a work of nonfiction. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is purely intentional. This is gonna be the first game. This game has a strange old-fashioned vibe to it. Why do I think this is literally gonna be like from the first game? Because it's the Hope's Peak, and they gave us that warning. Oh, this could be so good. I wonder, is the person who's controlling Monokuma actually pretty old? That's an interesting comment. Oh well, I should try to start it up. It'll start if I press the start button, right? Now then, let's begin Twilight Syndrome murder case. Please press the start button with your own hands. Second day, alright. Girl A. Ah, it's already late. I'm gonna be late for our meeting. Everyone's waiting. I gotta hurry and go. If I'm late, everyone's gonna hate me. They're waiting in classroom 1A. Okay, we can run. Man, you're finally here. You're so late. What are you doing? I'm sorry if you're angry. I'm sorry. Don't be mad. We're not angry. Just hurry up and get over here. Okay. I should go talk to girl B for now. Alright. There's a lot of girls. This is a tall girl, too. We're here because you had something important to say, right? What's this about? Obviously, it's about yesterday's incident. Hey, you already saw the newspaper, right? Yeah, yeah. Huh? What newspaper? God, you're such a slowpoke. Girl A, it's in today's evening newspaper. Oh, okay. This one, here you go. Just read it. July 8th, at around 6 a.m., a janitor from XX Academy, which I assume is blank Academy, came to work and discovered the body of a female high school student in the music room on the second floor. Wait. Music room, second floor. Music room, second floor. Music room, second floor. Was the music room on the second floor or the third in Hope's Peak? Because Sakura's body was found in the music... Wait, no. No. That wasn't. That was the rec room. Wait, was there even a music room? Actually, I was thinking of the rec room this whole time. Was there a music room? I know there was like that stage thing on the 5th floor. 5th? Yeah, the high floor. The student had been struck forcefully in the head with a blunt object and was already dead. Seems the killer broke a window to escape. Okay, based on the details of the crime, authorities say investigation is ongoing and believe someone may have snuck into the school to commit the act. Okay. I was a little surprised. I never expected it would make the newspaper. It says someone may have snuck into the school, so they might be thinking that a pervert did it. Okay. It is the only lead they have. I mean, Her school swimsuit did get stolen too. Okay. That sick, twisted bastard. Sneaking into a school to steal a swimsuit, killing a nearby girl, and escaping out the window? Yeah, we're all in danger too. But is this really okay? We were the first ones to discover the body, and we kept it a secret. Would have been the same no matter who found the body first. Don't worry about it. Oh, interesting. It's not like we have anything to hide anyway. That's right. All we did was find a body and not report it. It's not really a crime, but still, I know you're a masochist, but there's no way I'm going to get involved in this. I'm finally a student at this academy. There's no way I'm getting expelled over something like this. Right? Isn't that right, Girl D? Yeah, I agree, but... What's up? You don't seem so sure. I actually have something to discuss with you guys. Girl D, I wonder what's going on. What does she want to talk about? Alright, let's talk to Girl D. To be honest, I ended up taking several photos of her yesterday. Are you talking about her body? I thought we might get questions by the police, so I thought I should take them just in case. Where are those photos now? I have them right here. What? I don't want to look at them. We're definitely gonna get cursed. Cursed? Stupid. Curses aren't even real. You seriously need to throw away those photos. Give them to me. Hey. Oh, she destroyed them. This is bad. If you rip it like that, the curse... I just said curses don't exist. It's better to just rip those photos to shreds and throw them into the incinerator. So, I don't know what to think of this right now. I don't know where this is going. I'm very curious where the motive is going. This is really interesting. Girl D, if you have any digital copies, you need to erase those too. Okay. Hey, Girl E, what happened? Why do you sound so desperate? Because she's the killer. Never mind, let's just forget about the whole incident. We had nothing to do with it, and we weren't the first ones to discover the body. Okay, the end. Seriously, let's just go home already. Come on, it's getting late. And skipping to 4th day, interesting. So it skips the first day, it skips the 3rd day. Man, it's already late. The hardest part of being in the archery club is changing clothes. Everyone's probably gone back by now, then I just have to go back on my own. It's around the time that incident occurred, too. Ah, jeez, why am I thinking about something so stupid again? That's right, I just gotta hurry up and forget about that incident. I won't let you forget. Oh, it changed to yellow. I won't let you forget. Who's there? Where are you? I won't let you forget, I won't let you forget, I won't let you forget. Forgive me. Forgive me! Never. Never, 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 never. Okay? I will never forgive you. Is it just gonna end there? No, okay, no. There's Girl A. Ah, Girl A. What happened? Did something happen? This is bad. This is really bad. Her head is split open like that one time. It's probably the curse of Girl E died. It's the curse. It's all the curse's fault because of the curse, Girl E. What happened to Girl E? Take a look in there. Classroom 1B. This 1B? Yeah. Oh! Oh! Game over, down 5. What the fuck? Huh? This is the end? Wait, now it's game over for some reason. I don't get it. Even the game's structure doesn't make sense. Start with the 2nd day all of a sudden and jump to the 4th day afterward. Yeah, it didn't show us the 1st day where Girl E supposedly committed murder. She was probably the killer who took the school swimsuit. And then day 3, I don't know what happened there. Why were the 1st day and 3rd day skipped? And what's with this down 5 message on the game over screen? This is interesting, holy shit. Down 5, who's down by 5? What the heck is this? I don't get this at all. How would this be the motive? Is this what it's like to play a crappy game? So we got to see that, and we actually saw what looked like an actual person. Like, it looked like a real girl who got murdered by, like, the baseball bat there at the end. Like, that actually looked like an actual person, which was pretty creepy. For now, it's a waste of time to just stay here, so I should go back to my cottage and think about it. Interesting. I don't know what to make of that. That was really creepy, very interesting, very curious to see what they're going for. This has me super intrigued for the second case and like where the investigation and eventual trial are going to be headed. I went back to my cottage feeling hazy and disoriented. And I tried to think about why I felt so strange. Fell asleep without realizing it. Alright, Monokuma Theater.
Hey,
Life isn't just about moving forward. When confronted by an important question, it's good to stop moving and take your time thinking about it. For example, my stomach hasn't felt well all morning, so I ran to the restroom as soon as I got off the train. Right when I was about to enter, an important question stood before me. Life is like that every now and then. Suddenly an important question gets in your way. The important question that stood before me was the gentleman sign on the restroom door. As I resisted the overwhelming urge to poop, I thought about it desperately. Am I really a gentleman? Do I have class? Am I honest? Am I faithful? No. Why am I even hesitating? Of course I'm a gentleman. A regular person wouldn't last 5 minutes resisting this urge to poop, but a gentleman most certainly would. Filled with pride, I ran into the restroom meant for gentlemen, and what awaited me was another important question. The important question that stood before me was the Western style and Japanese style signs on each door. I was definitely born in Japan, but haven't I forgotten what makes clean, beautiful Japan so good? Do I have enough confidence in myself to take a Japanese style poop? As you can see, there are always important questions waiting for you.
brought to you by Monokuma!
That's what life is all about. That actually, while it was kind of straightforward, that was honestly one of the weirdest Monokuma theaters we've ever had, which is saying quite a bit. Also, ding dong bing bong.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone! Looks like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day! Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today!
Alright. Morning, huh? In the end, that game is still a mystery. I don't even know why it would be a motive. I should just bite the bullet and try discussing it with everyone. I guess I should head over to the restaurant. Oh man, I'm really unsure if I want to keep going. I think we're gonna do the grind. I think this is just gonna be a long episode and my voice is gonna die 20 times. Cause I feel like we have to be close to a murder, I feel like. There's no way it isn't today. We gotta talk to my girl since my girl's right in front of the restaurant.
Poke, poke, poke!
What are you groaning about?
Why, you!
Buki isn't groaning for some gross reason like Nekomaru does. I'm worried about a more sublime, a more serious matter. And that matter is...
Yes!
Buki's music genre from now on. Music genre? I escaped the pop sounds of the girl band genre, so I'm thinking about changing my musical stylings completely. Ah, I see. But there's nothing that comes to mind. It's very troubling.
Meow!
Hajime, if you think of anything, I look forward to hearing your advice. Meow. But is that something you can really decide on a whim? I mean, why not? You always change your mind. Yeah, let's just go straight to the restaurant. I kind of want to get into more plot stuff. Oh, everyone's here, just about.
Good day.
Good morning, Hajime. Yeah, good morning. After greeting everyone, I put some food on my plate and sat myself at a table near the window.
Yo!
What is it, Hajime? Is that all you're gonna eat?
What?
You just eat too much, Akane.
You.
You're one to talk. All you eat is candy.
Why?
Just because it's candy doesn't mean you should make fun of it. These gummies have 4 different fruit flavors, so I'm sure they're full of nutrients, lol.
Like,
You should just eat real fruit. Seems like a bad time to bring up that game all of a sudden. I mean, we did agree before that we shouldn't even play it.
Let me tell you this.
Is Mahiru missing? No way, Oh shit. Because it take 3 people have to find a body, I believe, to trigger the body discovery announcement. After Gundam said that, I looked around the restaurant. Sure enough, there was no sign of Mahiru. Yeah, there's no Mahiru, and of course no Fuyuhiko, and of course no Nagito. She's always here every morning. It's strange for her not to come. Wonder if she is not feeling well.
Maybe...
If she just doesn't feel good, that's fine, but there's a small chance that she's...
What the?
A small chance she's what? Yeah, of course, Iyoko really likes her. I saw Mahiru, she was outside the hotel. Oh, I see.
Jeez.
Don't say such a spooky thing.
Let's go.
As punishment, how about you run around a circle 3 times, say woof, and jump off a cliff? I don't want to die like that.
hey!
What was Mahiru doing outside the hotel?
Yo!
Said she wanted to be alone. I even asked her to come eat with us, but she turned it down.
What?
Wanted to be alone. Maybe she's planning to play that game?
Shut up.
What are you saying, pig barf? There's no way Mahiru would play video games. She's not like that slowpoke gamer girl over there.
Huh?
Ah, were you referring to me? I am pig barf, aren't I? Looks like it's gonna be impossible to start talking about the game. And while I was lost in thought, someone quietly sat down across from me at the table.
Yo!
Hey, Hajime, got a second? What is it? Kazuichi looked forward out of his seat, glanced quickly around the room, and whispered to me.
Yeah.
Today, 2:30 p.m., come to the supermarket. But don't tell anyone else about it. Huh? Tell you the details later. Everyone else could see us right now. It's bad. What does he mean, it's bad?
You fiend.
Hey, what are you lowly creatures discussing amongst yourselves?
Well...
Nothing. It's got nothing to do with you, so you just relax and go away. Did you think I was worried about you fiends? You make me laugh, I say. You've elevated arrogance to an art form as I desperately need some water right now.
Shiver.
What sort of supreme ruler feels concern for the ants who are destined to be crushed?
My name is Gundam Tanaka.
I am the forbidden ruler who makes even the god of darkness flee in terror.
Fall, my tears.
All I desire is silence and indifference. Silence and indifference. Never took him for the lonely type.
For now.
Anyway, Hajime, that's what's happening, so I'll see you then, man.
You know, right?
Just so you know, make sure you conserve your energy. Conserve my energy? I'll see you later. What was that about? Alright, instead of talking about games, I received a strange request from Kazuichi. And that day's breakfast came to an end. Alright. I assume it's 2:30? Kazuichi told me to go to the supermarket at 2:30 p.m. What did he mean when he told me to conserve my energy? Well, I guess I shouldn't wander too far right now. Huh. So we are getting free time before that, though. Really? Holy shit, this episode's never gonna end. I think I'm gonna not try to do this in the future, because... Alright. Who's where? Might do Akane, might do Chiaki. Sonya would be baller. Yeah, let's just... Or Gundam. Ooh. Let's hang out with Sonya. Let's get Sonya's first hope fragment, actually. She's up in the restaurant. Maybe she's thinking about Teru Teru.
Well?
Speaking of Japanese detective dramas, I am a huge fan of Bark at the Sun.
Also...
However, Police Western Division is also wonderful. I get chills whenever the Daimon Force appears. What should I do? Yeah, let's hang out with Sonia. Hajime, which side are you on? Are you Team Taka or Team Yuji? I spent time today listening to Sonia talk about detective dramas. I probably don't deserve it, but it looks like Sonia and I grew a little closer. Ah, don't talk to yourself like that, Hajime. Oh, she probably like fancy shit. Or like things related to murdering people. Oh my god. Do we give her Mukuro's knife? Oh man, I don't want to blow that. I want to give that to Nagito, honestly. I think, but she would also make sense. Oh yeah, she's gonna love this. Take that.
Wow!
You are giving me this?
All right!
What a wonderful item. Then I shall accept it without any reservations. I must say, this island is truly a wonderful place.
Most tight.
She really just said that. Okay. The weather is calm and the sea is blue. Truly a perfect resort setting. That might be true, but...
Oh my!
Oh, did I say something strange? No, I was just thinking that you're strangely calm right now. Sonia, are you really not worried about our current situation? Of course I am worried, and I'm also angry. Jeez, this is not something to joke about. Who's joking?
However...
What happens next depends on us. As long as we do not kill anyone, this will all be fine. That's the right attitude, but... Besides, I have come here to learn about your country. I would understand if this were my homeland, but in this case, this land is foreign to me.
Well?
I do not intend to kill anyone, and I also do not intend to be killed easily either. The way she said that sounded a little dangerous. Well, I mean, she is obsessed with serial killers. I don't know. I mean, I think it would be a little too cliche if we got another fucking serial killer, but she did seem to really simp for sparkling justice. If this were my homeland, this would be okay in your country? Anyway, let us forget about killings and cooperate with one another so we can return home quickly. If you have any good ideas, feel free to let me know. I shall also do my best to think of something too. Yeah, you're right. When I speak to Sonia, I somehow feel really positive and optimistic. Such an honor. Raise your head. There is no need to worry, my dear. What she's saying sounds odd, but she certainly looks the part. Typical of a princess, I guess. Ah, that reminds me. What was the name of your country? It was the Novoselic Kingdom. Or the Kingdom of Novoselic? Yeah. Novoselic. Novosana. Novotalic, okay. It was the Novoselic Kingdom, right? It sounds as though you finally remember. That laugh actually sounded like Chihiro's laugh. That was so weird. Well, it's not a country I've ever heard of. Yes, that is understandable. It is often overlooked by cartographers. Our Novoselic Kingdom is an extremely small country and is governed by an absolute monarchy. Though the population is small, our economy is thriving, so we are not in dire straits at all. For generations, the royal family has protected the kingdom and its people from its neighboring countries. Thanks to that, the people still have complete trust towards the royal family.
Well?
And also, wine and chocolate is one of our country's hidden specialties. I see, it really does sound like a kingdom. So since you're the princess of that kingdom, does that mean you live in a castle or something?
Yes.
Of course, the royal family has been living in the royal castle for over 1,000 years. Though it may be old and small, the castle is truly a wonderful historic building.
Of course.
It's easy to get lost in our subterranean labyrinth, and our barracks are fully equipped as well. So castles really do have those. Anyway, is it alright if I ask you something as well? If I can answer it, it's fine. Who did you have your heart set on initially, and who do you intend to switch to later? Huh? The situation is truly similar to the story of 7 men and women. I believe it is a standard tactic to start wavering and swapping partners. What the fuck? Hold on. Who are you talking about?
Huh?
Do you really have no idea? It is Japan's legendary trauma.
Well?
It starts off really upbeat, but then it gets really serious. I never expected that to happen. I was all like, seriously, what is going to happen? I could just not take my eyes off the screen. Momoko's feelings at the time were... My goodness, so intense. I continued to listen to Sonia extensively talk about Japanese dramas. At least now I totally understand that she's a major J-drama fangirl. Of course. I probably would be too if I actually bothered watching any. After politely excusing myself from my long conversation with Sonia, I left the area. Is it time for... I'm assuming we're just gonna get at the 1 and then it's gonna be 2:30. It's like, it's almost time to meet up with Kazuichi. Told me to come to the supermarket. What's he thinking all of a sudden? And keeping it a secret from the others? I don't want to think about it, but if he's plotting to... No, there's no way someone as carefree as him would do something like that. Alright, so it's just gonna automatically take us to Rocket Punch Market, okay. Huh? It's well past the arranged time, and there's no sign of Kazuichi. All of a sudden, the anxiety I'd been keeping inside me began to swell up like a balloon until...
Yo!
What?
Whoa! Hey!
What the heck? Don't get all pissed off just because I was a little late. Late? Oh, I get it. I totally forgot he's that kind of guy. Guy who doesn't mind showing up late even though he's the one who asked me to come. That kind of guy. Well, it sort of makes sense. So what do you want? Why'd you call me out here like this?
Hey!
Well, you know, you do me a little favor, man? A little favor? Just overheard something. Apparently it's Miss Sonia's idea. For change of pace. Looks like the girls are secretly planning to go splash around at the beach. Oh my god, what the fuck? Doesn't seem so secret now. Wait, don't tell me you... As expected, Miss Sonia. Splashing around in the sea is a nice idea. I admire her so much it's shocking. My heart trembles around her so much it's about to burn out. So let's crash it together. Why me?
Hey!
That's weird to fake a coincidence all by yourself, isn't it? How about a scenario where you and I go to the beach, then we run into the girls by coincidence?
Huh?
You better not say no. I can't ask any of the other guys to help me with this.
Man.
Nekomaru can't keep his mouth shut to save his life, and Gundam is, well, Gundam. Rieko and Nagito are out of the question. I understand where you're coming from, but I don't feel like going to the beach.
Hey!
I took the time to prepare your swimsuit, you know, if it's a Speedo I'm in. And now you're just gonna walk all over my kind act? You're snapping at me? You say no, I'm gonna bug you about it until you die. There's no way he's joking about that. This is Kazuichi, after all. I have no choice, then fine. Yahoo! That's my Hajime. That's how a soul brother should act. What the fuck? So, what do I have to do?
Well...
Based on what I overheard, looks like they're going to Chandler Beach on the second island.
All right!
That's why we gotta head over to that diner first. Our plan is to be at the beach before they get there. We're gonna act like it's just a coincidence. Got it, so I need to go to the diner.
Engines revving!
Yahoo! I'm getting all excited now. Well, that makes one of us, I suppose. Looks like you can't take a hint. Oh, like you don't wanna see all the girls in swimsuits, especially if they're not school swimsuits, even though those are hot too. All right, let's go to the diner. Let's make sure there's no shit. Yep, clean that up, and let's also take the map and let's actually save a little time for once, and let's go to Chandler Beach. Or the diner, I guess. Sure, that's fine. Oh.
For now. All right!
Yeah, okay. Look at Hajime run. Look at those skinny ass legs. Bony ass legs. I got thick legs. I'm a thick boy in my leg, and I've always had thick legs. I used to be pretty skinny, and I still had like really thick legs. I'm a pretty, like, okay weight now. Probably could cut a couple pounds, though. Alrighty, the ladies aren't here yet. Let's hurry up and go inside. So we're gonna go in the diner. Gonna run into, like, Fuyuhiko or something, right? No. Alright, we're here. Now we just have to stake out a spot and wait until the ladies arrive. Are you sure about this plan? I mean, isn't this a little too stalkerish? Do we just talk to him? When are they gonna come? Did you happen to overhear that with your sensitive ears too? Mentioned something about coming a little after the sun starts to tilt, so maybe around 4 p.m.? It's 3 p.m. right now, so we still have to wait 1 more hour? Always make your move early, that's just the basics, you know? Hey, I don't know if you should be talking like an expert right now.
Hey.
It's fine, just make sure you keep watch by the window. Bad if you didn't catch Miss Sonia on her way to the beach, you know? It's our job to keep that from happening. To get to the beach, they gotta pass in front of the diner.
Engines revving.
Better keep your eyes peeled, this isn't a game. If this isn't a game, then what is it? I really should have just said no. Sitting at a table by the window, I rested my chin in my hands and absent-mindedly stared out the window.
Oh!
Are they coming? Did they arrive? Hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. 20 minutes passed, and 30 minutes. As time passed by, the only things that grew were the volume of my sighs and the weight of my regret. Okay, Spike. Carry that weight. Say, what kind of swimsuit do you think Miss Sonia will wear? She's a foreigner. How about a bikini? Do you feel like there's a pure, innocent, mythical fantasy hiding between the top and bottom of a bikini? Bro, calm the fuck down. Even if I wanted to agree with you, I don't know how to answer that. Wait, huh? That's what happened. In the corner of my eye, a certain someone walked by the front of the diner.
Huh?
Isn't that... I wonder what happened. I guess I should head over. Left the diner in a hurry and ran to where that person was standing. It's gonna be like Nagito or something? Who is it? Oh, it's... Oh, Fuyuhiko, that makes sense.
What?
You bastards! I knew it was you, Fuyuhiko. What are you doing here?
Shut the hell up!
That's my line!
Hey, hey!
The heck? You're awfully tense. Actually, why do you seem so flustered?
You...
Who are you calling flustered? Don't go making false accusations, you bastard!
Huh?
Don't tell me. Oh man, is that it? You overheard my plan, didn't you?
Huh?
The plan?
Huh?
No use playing dumb. You overheard my plan and followed us all the way here, right?
Hello!
Hey, what are you doing at this place?
Oh my!
That's a strange combo.
Hello?
Today's another wonderful day. Well...
You're done for!
Oh, Jesus. You're not gonna get away now that I caught you. What? I got so nervous, I ended up blurting out something weird. Okay. Okay, well, she wants to stick a lot of needles in us, I guess. But please don't hate me. I'll take the punishment as much as you'd like. I'll admit that's hot.
Well...
You two, this is such a coincidence. I never expected to coincidentally run into you guys here. He really does suck at this.
Well...
And actually, Hajime and I were about to head to the beach together.
Oh my.
Could that be what you ladies are here for? That's such a coincidence, it even seems like destiny.
Aww.
Something's obviously suspicious. Your eyes are moving around like a salmon before they lay eggs.
Well...
No way. I'm always like this, how should I put it? I always pay attention to my surroundings, man. I can't keep watching this. As I sighed and looked away from that embarrassing sight, I realized that he had disappeared. Alright, Fuyuhiko dipped. Huh? Where did Fuyuhiko go? Maybe went in the diner?
Well...
Regardless, you two have arrived pretty early. It's like 3:30 p.m. You still have about 30 minutes until you meet the others. Why do you know we're going to meet with the others?
Why, you...
And you even know our damn meeting time! Well, you see...
For now...
Anyways, let's cherish the coincidence that brought us together. Is it okay if we join in too? Wow, you got all forceful all of a sudden.
Aww.
Oh, so that's your ulterior motive. You're probably here for Sonia, aren't you?
Well...
I really have no desire to do something rude, like decline the offer at all. But Sonia was the one who planned to go to the beach, so we need to ask her.
Of course.
It's all good. It's too devastating to think that Miss Sonia would decline, so I just won't think it. Is he being an optimist or a pessimist? I don't really get it.
Hey, hey!
Is it right if we go inside now? Boogie was gonna eat a good meal first. That's why I came early. Sure thing. Let's wait inside, man. I can't take my mind off Fuyuhiko. Oh well, I've come this far. I can't turn back now. Well, he probably went in the diner because he wants to eat, because he won't eat at the restaurant because he doesn't want to eat with other people, so he found the diner as a place to eat. We already learned that, bro. Oh no, he didn't go in here. Returned to the diner and sat myself at the table near the window once again. Hey, chilling with the Buki. Yeah, let's get it, our best friend. Phew. Not thinking, I couldn't help letting out a big sigh. Oh, what are you guys gonna do about your swimsuits? You aren't allowed to change in that beach house, you know? Yes, that's why we're already wearing them. What's underneath this uniform? Isn't panties? It's a swimsuit.
Of course.
Well, that's obvious. I also came wearing a swimsuit too. Huh, really? Which reminds me, you're not wearing yours yet, huh? Then you gotta go to the bathroom so you can change. Here you go, this is yours. Oh my god, oh my god. What is this thing? It may be rude of me to say this, but that looks a little too daring.
Are you serious?
What if something falls out? If this is airing live, you're gonna totally get censored by the network. It's so funny because, like I said, if it is like the first game, which it seems like it is, they're filming this worldwide, probably. Holy moly, Ibuki. Don't worry, even at its worst, it won't turn into a live-action drama. What the hell? That's not the problem. Hey! What is it then? Are you telling me you don't want to match with me? It's matching? Then I definitely don't want to wear it. I believe fighting is bad, so let's stop.
Peeking!
That's a weird choice to go with, Ibuki, considering the context. Things are heating up something fierce. When's everyone gonna come? I hope they come soon. Oh, I bet you hope they come soon. You seem to be someone who likes watching people come. I mean, what? As she said that, Ibuki peeked out the window.
Oh!
Huh? What is it? Look outside! Outside! What's outside? Hiyoko is crying.
Isn't that Hiyoko?
And she's crying.
Jeez, don't get my hopes up. I thought it was Miss Sonia.
I mean, she's blonde.
Doesn't she seem a little strange?
If I had to describe it as a song title, it'd be Sprint of Tears.
Yep.
Huh? It looks like she's running from the beach. Did something happen?
Oh no, don't tell me Mahiru died. Despite our questions, Hiyoko ran by the front of the diner at full speed. The only things I could think of is either Mahiru died or maybe Hiyoko confessed to her and Mahiru said no. But I think that's really stretching it. Mahiru, oh god, they really kill Mahiru? Holy shit, that would suck. Hiyoko ran by the front of the diner at full speed. She totally ran past us, but wasn't she part of the beach crew?
Well...
Apparently she can't swim, so she turned us down. Didn't she just come running from the beach?
I'm sorry.
I don't really know all the details about that. But it just means women are full of surprises.
Aww.
Mahiru's the type to totally come, but she surprisingly turned us down too. Mahiru? She did? She turned it down? So unexpected of her not to join an event like this. In fact, she totally planned this sort of thing.
That's totally it!
But it can't be helped. Apparently she wasn't really feeling well. I'm terribly sorry to continue this topic, but why was Hiyoko crying? Why are you asking us? She was sprinting away from the beach and crying. Something's definitely wrong.
Hey. Whoa!
When did you get here so suddenly? Is this Fuyuhiko again? Because she suddenly shouted and what he was looking at was, "You're the diner's entrance." Oh? I turned around, it's gonna be... Oh.
My, how disappointing. I thought if I came early, I'd be the first one to arrive.
Oh. You're telling me she's not only the ultimate gamer girl, but she looks like that? Holy shit, I can't even imagine how many simps Chiaki has. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to know. Holy fuck. It somehow got worse. She was already adorable and gamer girl, and then she's... looks like that. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, I'm sure she has a ton of simps. I couldn't keep myself from staring like an idiot. Even Hajime's like, damn.
Whoa, Chiaki! You came wearing only your swimsuit.
I didn't want to carry it with me. If I did, it'd be a serious burden.
It's a serious burden? That's a total exaggeration.
But even though you didn't want to carry anything, it looks like you're carrying something.
Nice.
Instead of bringing lunch for everyone, I brought ice cream.
Nice.
It's not like I'm gonna turn it down, but ice cream is completely different from lunch. I don't think it can be used as a substitute.
Yeah, coming from the ultimate nurse.
Also, I was thinking of stuff we could all do at the beach together, so I brought a board game too.
Should we play it even though we came all this way to go to the beach? Nah.
Nice.
I see. That's disappointing.
Watch out for Ibuki, that's all I gotta say, Chiaki. But how should I say this? Is this what Gap Moe is supposed to be? Excuse me, what? For someone normally so quiet to wear such a daring swimsuit, it makes you a little excited, right, Hajime? Well, I don't know. That's what I said, but my heartbeat was actually getting faster and faster. Seriously, man, I never expected Chiaki to have such huge chugs. Why is this dialogue? I love it.
What happened?
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Chugs?
Hey!
I didn't say that just now. It was Hajime. He's a pervert, you know. What are you saying?
Oh!
I mean, I only have eyes for Miss Sonia. I've dreamed of going out with a blonde lady ever since I was a kid. The size is a little small, but this was the only swimsuit that fits me. I can see why.
Hey.
I don't look good in it? Oh my god. Oh my god. That line's almost painful to read. Jesus Christ, Chiaki. Huh? Well, no, I guess you look good. You know, just a tad bit attractive.
Thanks.
Then I'm glad, I guess. Wearing a bikini is sure daring, and you get bonus points for wearing a white one, Jesus Christ. My heart's not just thumping, it's thumping all sporadically, like ba-dump, thump, thump, ba-dump. It's probably a heart attack.
Yo!
Is that Kane? Oh, dear God. Hey, I kept you waiting. Oh, good God. We heard a voice as the dining door slowly opened, and the person who walked through it was... Holy shit. Blood?
Hey, sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Why are you... bleeding? Because, I mean, it's the pink stuff, so it's the blood in this game. What the fuck?
Akane! What happened to you?
What? Is something wrong? I made sure to wear a swimsuit this time.
Nice.
Not that! Your wounds!
It wouldn't be strange if we nicknamed you Carrie right now.
Nice!
Oh, you're talking about these. On my way over here, I happened to run into Coach Nekomaru.
And you had another fight.
And when that happens, I gotta fight him, you know?
Why does she have to do that?
Are you really all right? Your head, it looks like it's split in half.
I feel like this was a fetish and a kink for some slightly disturbed people. Let's just go with that. I mean, she's very attractive, but also what the fuck?
Well, It'll heal as long as I rub some spit in it, right?
What the fuck, Akane?
You're totally playing up the power of human spit.
Yeah, I'm all fired up now. I never knew such a strong opponent even existed.
Of course. You should have seen Sakura. Anyway, you need to be treated, and you also need your wounds sterilized. Akane, please come with me. With an unusually forceful demeanor, Mikan pulled Akane into the bathroom. That's why she's the ultimate nurse. Well, it's gonna be okay if we leave it to her.
Hey.
Oh god, Peko. What is all this ruckus?
All right.
Oh, who is it this time? This is just literally the fan service episode. What the hell? Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Hajime and Kazuichi, why you two here?
Y is on screen right now.
Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily?
I just did a little swimming.
She already did.
A little swimming?
I swam around the island for about 3 hours.
That's too obvious for me not to comment on. That's definitely not a little swimming.
I mean, you made us run 5 laps around the island, Ibuki.
Why were you already swimming? You guys are about to swim now, right? Isn't that why you're all meeting up?
It wasn't for my enjoyment. I was trying to see if I could swim to a different island.
Damn.
Huh?
But I couldn't find any other islands. It seems it may be difficult to leave this island by swimming.
If you didn't see anything after you swam for 3 hours, it's more than difficult. It's impossible.
Sure.
Yeah, that may be true.
Man, she is very attractive. I don't know, there's something about Peko that I just feel like it's my type. I don't know what it is. I like the black and white aesthetic, the red emphasis on the eyes is great, like glasses, like she's just,
Hey.
Hey, Hajime. What?
Awesome!
Ooh, with wet, slicked back hair is pretty fine too, huh?
Oh my!
And this body too, man. Yeah, that's nice.
Young ladies are sure well endowed nowadays. Is that a challenge against all the women in the world?
What the fuck, Ibuki?
Fine. Ibuki accepts that challenge with the power of technology. Time to pump these puppies full of silicone.
What the hell, Ibuki? You did not just say that.
Don't say such asinine things.
Exactly. For real, that was pretty asinine. Anyway, it looks like everyone is almost here. It's already past 4. If so, all that's left is...
I am terribly sorry for my delay.
What is she gonna look like? Miss Sonia's here! He's doubled down on excitement. It's gonna be the most modest thing ever, or it's gonna be like the sluttiest thing ever. It's like one or the other. Alright, what kind of sexy swimsuit is Miss Sonia wearing? Ah!
It's a wetsuit!
Get wrecked.
It is to prevent sunburn. I do not want my skin to be sun damaged. However, as I have never worn a wetsuit before, I had a hard time putting it on, which resulted in my delay. Really, it is my bad.
She struggled to say that. Poor Kazuichi.
Oh my!
I see, a wetsuit. Well, Miss Sonia does have beautiful white skin.
Miss Sonia!
But that tight outfit of hers is amazing. Just what I'd expect from a 100% purebred princess. Of course he sims. This guy, he's quick to recover. Yeah, it's pretty cute. I don't know about the colors, though. I don't really care for the color combination there. Anyway, why are you two here? I'll answer that, Miss Sonia. I'll be honest, if you're gonna go to the beach, please let us come with you.
I am concerned.
Well, this was originally supposed to be a girls-only outing to strengthen our friendship with each other. You think you make an objection? Please. Well, it's okay. It's not like there'd be any problems, even if there are some boys.
Then...
You're right, they came all the way here. It would be bad if we made them leave. Miss Sonia's just too kind!
All right!
Now that it's decided, let's get going. Akane's wounds are still being treated.
Shut up! Shut up!
There's no way I can just stand around. I'll go on ahead and prepare. I'll set up the parasol and prepare the drinks.
Engines revving.
I mean it. I promise I'll give it my all to serve you so everyone has fun. Oh, God. He really is a simp. With an abnormal amount of gusto, he bolted out of the diner. Surrounded by girls in swimsuits. This is a little awkward. I should go help Kazuichi too. Someone with my excuse, I ran out of the diner, almost as if I were escaping. I mean, I don't blame you, man, but that might have been time to man up. And put on that Speedo. And let him see your junk. You know, give... Alright, so we'll go down to Chandler Beach, that. And I'm really scared we're gonna see Mahiru's dead body in a second. Oh no. Oh no, that's the murderer. That's the body announcement. Huh? That bell just now. Could it be? Yeah, that's the body discovery announcement.
A body has been discovered!
God. So, there's Fuyuhiko. There's Mahiru. Potentially, I guess it's possible for it to be Kazuichi. Nekomaru, because he had the fight with Akane. It's not going to be Nagito, obviously. Who else? What other guys? What other guys, actually? I feel like I'm missing a guy or two.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Well, a body? That's a lie. Impossible.
Someone...
I think that was, Kazuichi.
Someone come here!
That was definitely Kazuichi's voice just now. Sounds like he's nearby. It's gonna... Oh my god, is it really gonna be Is it really gonna be her? Oh, it's inside. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Here we go. Oh boy. Did that scream just now come from in here? Cautiously, I reached my hand toward the doorknob. As I twisted the doorknob and tried to open the door. It won't open? It's locked. No, this is different. It's like something is blocking the door from the other side. What does this mean? It means the body is against the door. Oh, Jesus. The body is against the door, which means we gotta go in through the other side. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Kazuichi's scream. Did I really hear it coming from here? No. What am I being nervous about? There's no reason for me to be nervous. Body discovery announcement? I won't believe it. I'm not going to believe it. There's no way I'll believe it. Now you sound like Teru. Who would believe something like that? As I raised my voice, I swiftly stepped inside the beach house. Here we go. I won't believe it. Oh my god, he's literally pulling a full Teru here. The moment I stepped inside the beach house, those words mercilessly shattered into pieces, okay? Everything is implying it's Mahiru. That's the obvious person. I'm just gonna assume that it is Mahiru. Oh boy, here we go. I imagine the next button press will show us. Yep. Oh, a bat. A bat! God, this music. Yeah. Jesus! What the fuck? Oh, God. So, she's lined up the same way as the girl. So she died the same way that the girl did in the Murder Syndrome video game. Interesting. Or Twilight Syndrome murder case. Interesting. I think it was Girl D? It was either Girl... Yeah, I think it was Girl D. Might have been Girl E, actually. I forget which girl it was. If this was all a dream, when did I begin dreaming? This is reality. Why is Mahiru on the floor covered in blood? I couldn't understand anything that was in front of me. I couldn't believe in anything. Holy shit, and now it's gonna be, what was it? Yeah, Sea and Punishment, Sin and Coconuts, Deadly Life. Danganronpa? No. Oh. Okay. Well, it's just gonna transition straight like that. I thought we were gonna get a save point there, but I guess not. Wow, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was, I believe, episode 7 of our Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc Let's Play. A long one. I'm probably gonna try, I might start even breaking these up into, like, God, 5 episodes a chapter. I feel like that's a lot, but it might have to be, you know, part 1, like exploration, and then up to the body, and then investigation, and then 2 parts for the trial potentially. But wow, Mahiru died. Okay, I'm a little surprised by this, but I guess the more I think about it, she didn't really feel that important. So maybe I shouldn't be that surprised. This is really going to mess with Hiyoko, and I'm very curious to see where Hiyoko's character is going to go post Mahiru death, because she was bonding with Mahiru a lot. Really cool stuff. Really enjoyed this part. It was a lot of fun, and I'm really curious to see where this murder goes. We can pretty much rule out Nagito, of course. The suspicious people, of course, Akane is suspicious because she just straight up had blood on her. Of course, Hiyoko is suspicious, but it would be really sad if Hiyoko actually killed her, so I doubt that's the case. I imagine Hiyoko just found her dead body before everyone else, but we'll see. It's possible she did it, but, you know, given their relationship, it's unlikely. I feel like this is going to be a very uncomfortable case for Hiyoko, and that should be quite interesting. But, yeah, the ultimate photographer, Mahiru Kozumi, is dead, and we're going to have to find out who did it. Next time, we're going to investigate her murder, and we're going to try and, like I said, figure out who did it before we get to the class trial, the second trial of Danganronpa 2. Really good stuff. You know, it's funny, we get all that fan service, and it, like, directly, of course, they give it to us right before things get grim, and you start to get into the more serious, gritty side of Danganronpa. So I feel like the pacing of this chapter has been really good. I feel like how the daily life worked. I mean, because this felt like a very long daily life, and I feel like that's just probably going to be a general trend of this game. It just feels like this game is just longer in many ways than the last one. So it's going to take a little more time to get to its sauce. But yeah, this will be really interesting, and I'm really excited to see what happens, and like I said, in the next episode when we investigate Mahiru's murder and try and find out who did it, why they did it, how it relates to Twilight Syndrome murder case, and the fact that we literally saw essentially the murder in Twilight Syndrome murder case. I'm very curious how the game is going to come into play in this case, and how it's all going to link together, and how that's eventually going to lead us to the murderer, because the game didn't really make any sense, but I'm going to imagine that for one reason or another, it did inspire someone to commit murder. So even if it meant nothing to Hajime, it meant something to someone, and that's what's important. So and that's the other thing too, is that it's definitely someone who played the game, given how the body was set up and everything. So I can't wait to find out. I can't wait to get that's another thing that's exciting, at least about the trial, is at least in the trial we're going to get Nagito, so Nagito is going to get to interact with the rest of us, and he's going to be involved in this case, and that should be really interesting to see what role Nagito plays in the case, since obviously he will be part of it. So there's a lot of things to get excited for over the next couple episodes as we explore the deadly life of Chapter 2. And I'm real excited for it. I hope you guys are. I hope you guys are enjoying the Let's Play. This one was a real struggle with my voice. I feel like I say that in all of them, but this one was more of a struggle than normal. So I'm going to drink a ton of water, and I'm probably actually not going to go any further tonight. Probably going to end the recording here. But we'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I will jump into the investigation in, like, I don't know, maybe take like half an hour off, try and get my voice going, try to grease it up with like 1,000,000 gallons of water, and then come back. But I think I'm just gonna end the night here, just chillax and just relax and do some other stuff, because my voice is really, really not feeling anymore. But I had a lot of fun with this episode. I thought it was a really, really good time. And I'm really excited, like I said, to see where the game goes from here, now that we have another person's wound up dead. I'm enjoying the game. Like I said, I feel like it's a little slower. It's got a little more of a long form. Even though it's structured very similarly, it feels like every element of the game is taking a little bit longer. So it just feels like the game's just a little bit longer in every aspect. even though it seems like it's kind of like the same deal. Just like I said, each part of it is just a little bit longer than it seemed like it was in the first game, which is pretty interesting. But I hope you guys are excited for more Danganronpa 2, and I'll see you guys next time with some more Danganronpa 2. Yeah, if you want to support the channel, you can check out the Patreon down below. There's other links, you know, whatever. Like I said, who knows when this goes up. I forgot to mention I recorded this on the, what would it be? It would be it was the night of October 26th into the morning of October 27th. So this I've actually, I think was the first thing. It might have been my first session after releasing the finale of Trigger Happy Havoc, but obviously no Danganronpa 2 content has dropped yet on the channel. Neither has whatever bonus content I'm going to drop from the first game. I don't fully know how I plan to release the extra content, but we'll see. We'll see what I do with that. But anyways, I had a blast with this. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm going to be hopping in to another part, hopefully pretty soon. Hopefully in the next few days, we'll do the investigation and then the trial and so on and so forth. And obviously, you know, you guys will be getting the weekly videos or whatever on this, but I'm really excited for more Danganronpa. I hope you guys are too. So I think that's going to cover everything I want to say about the game. So in this particular episode, I'm very curious to see what the Twilight Syndrome murder case is going, how it's going to link into everything. So without any further ado, it's time for me to bid you adieu. I feel like this was probably a long episode, but I'll have to check. Flaming Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I'll see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.